ìrìn àjò wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹni Saturday 2nd of March 2024, just coming up to 6:30 in the morning. I say very good morning and welcome once again to our live transmission. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. As we continue our daily campaign, as we continue to give all the reasons why the Yoruba people must do whatever is necessary to exit Nigeria. We must not get tired and we must not give up. Our quest to self-determination is very, very important, and we should not be intimidated by anyone. So good morning once again as you're joining the program. Mo kí wa pé ṣe dáadáa ni a jí àti pé àwa tá ti jí ẹ ṣe bá wa jí ẹni tó ń sùn pé a tún tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàárọ̀ bí a ti ṣe ń ṣe. It's been a very busy 24 hours, but a dúpẹ́ fún Ọba Elédùmarè, ọba tó ní wá, tó dá ìran Yorùbá, tó dẹ̀ dá sí ibi tó dá. But àǹfààní pé ibi tá wà òun ni kò jẹ́ ká rí èrè ibi tí nǹkan tó yẹ kó jẹ́ tiwa. So a kò tún ní ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ bí méjì mẹ́ta nítorí pé báwa bá ti ń jí a lo software, so gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa yàtọ̀ síra wọn láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ kọ́ bá wa pín ètò yẹn wá tá à ń prepare fún àwọn platforms wa méjì mẹ́ta tó kù náà kí àwọn èèyàn lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Tony Aegis, mo kí yín ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Koikimedia live èní ṣì ní ọjọ́ kejì nínú oṣù kẹta ọdún yìí náà má ti ń palẹ̀mọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Kọ́lọ́ Ọba Elédùmarè kó má jẹ́ ká ka ọjọ́ burúkú. Ọjọ́ dáadáa náà la máa ka nígbésí ayé ọmọ Yorùbá. Èmi náà ni wọ́n ní fẹ́ lómi ṣe mí. Èmi tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo wó tí mo máa educate wa pé ìran Yorùbá àjọṣe wa pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀ kò tẹ̀síwájú bá ṣe fẹ́. Ó ti slow nǹkan down tó pọ̀. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ travel kódà tó bá wà nínú Nàìjíríà náà níbi tí technology délé ni, ìwọ náà máa rí gbogbo táwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé báyìí ló ṣe rí, báyìí ló ṣe jẹ́ kó rí, kí ló wá dé títí wọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Is a deliberate act. So deliberate act ni. Yoruba nation must not stop because of President Tinubu in power. This is the time tá gbọ́dọ̀ add more sí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Kò jẹ́ ká máa sùn rárá. Gbogbo ìgbà ló yẹ ká máa fọhùn síta pé àwa àti Nàìjíríà ṣe àjọṣe yẹn ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀, kò ṣiṣẹ́. It is not working. Kò dẹ̀ like pé kò work. Ẹnì kankan tó bá ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà ṣì máa ṣiṣẹ́, irọ́ ló wà níbẹ̀. Ẹnì kan tuntun ẹ̀ dànù. Nàìjíríà ti expire. Gbogbo game táwọn olóṣèlú ń play òun ni pé kọ́kọ́ keep wa together. Mo lo software láàárọ̀ yìí, mo lazy díẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí, ẹ má bínú sí mi. But a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo platforms wa tó kù náà. Gbogbo yín náà ni mo kí pé ṣé dáadáa lẹ́yìn sùn tẹ́ jí lọ́dọ̀ yín. Èmi náà orun yẹn ó ṣe díẹ̀, ó ṣe díẹ̀ ni màá sọ. Mo dúpẹ́ f'Ọlọ́run. Kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá, kò ní ànítẹ́. Torí pé ẹlòmíì in tá à ń sọ òye wọn kò yé wọn rárá. So a gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣàlàyé ìdí pàtàkì tí ìran Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ fi bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú. Ó wà very, very important. Mr. Òkìkí Ọlámilékan ẹ káàárọ̀. Àkànbí ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tony Aegis. Àkùkù ráwọn tó kí wa lórí Instagram. Ẹ ń bá wa jà ni. Ẹ kí wa kémi náà kí yín. Àkùkù ń ṣọ́ tara wa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. We are not enemies to each other. A lè máa agree fọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan, but we are not enemies. Ẹ lè máa like bí àwa kan ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé bóyá à ń gbéraga. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni gbogbo wa. Yorùbá kan wá ga jù kan lọ. Ẹ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ wa ká dá yín lóhùn. so bí a ti ṣe ń wọnú ètò yẹn lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká start di platform kan sí, àbí kílẹ̀ ni mo wí, kílẹ̀ ni mo wí, ká jàǹfààní àwọn phones mi yẹn, mo ò charge ẹ̀ mọ́jú, àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ti pè látara pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n rí bàbá wa CSI tó wá kí wa sí London, but private visit ni, kò ń ṣe fún public, private ni. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní tí nǹkan bá jẹ́ private, olóyè ní right sí private life. Òyìnbó máa ní, do you have a private life? Ọlọ́run kó máa ṣàánú wa. Gbogbo àwọn charger tá fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí ṣe ló máa ń overwork ni. Àfi kọ́bẹ̀ Elédùmarè kó gbà fún wa pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ media tá à ń ṣe. Kò easy rárá. Ìyẹn náà la ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ túbọ̀ support wa, torí iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání, iṣẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò easy rárá. It's a lot of work, and tá a bá dẹ̀ ṣe, kò sẹ́ni kankan tá fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀ kó wá bá wa ṣe. Àwa náà la máa ṣe nǹkan ra wa fúnra wa. Kò sí anybody tó máa support quest yín. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sọ pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ fẹ́ fún àgbáyé, àwa la máa polongo ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Tá bá ṣe wá ń polongo ẹ̀, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátóké, ẹ mà káàárọ̀. Gbogbo yín náà ni mo jíṣẹ́ yín fún olóyè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní ká kí olóyè pátápátá. Gbogbo message ẹ ni ó dọ́dọ̀ olóyè. Bàbá dẹ̀ ní kí n kí gbogbo yín náà. Èmi náà disturb wọn torí pé private visit ni. So private visit, lẹ́yìn pé a ti ríra lánàá kí a fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ àti mọ̀lẹ́bí wọn. He has a right to private life. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ rí wọn, rírí yẹn ò lè possible, mo sorry. Kò sí ẹni kankan tó máa lè rí wọn torí he's not here for official, he's here for private. Mo kàn ní láti intensify ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn torí àwọn òbí méjì mẹ́ta tó bá ń rí fídíò yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí pé olóyè wá sí London. Yes, ó ní right láti wọ London now. Àbí ìbò ń wọ London tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation. Ó ní ayé ẹ̀ tó ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀, bí èmi náà ṣe ní life tèmi. So gbogbo náà la ní life wa kó tó di pé Elédùmarè arrest wa mọ́lẹ̀ láti máa ṣe iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání. Kí gbogbo wa k'Ọlọ́run wá jẹ́ ká ṣe àṣeyọrí lórí ẹ̀. So ẹ bá wa pín ètò. Ká kọ́ normal talk náà ni ká sọ the same thing tá máa ń sọ. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ méjì tèmi ń sọ ju ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation lọ. Mi ò ní nǹkan méjì tí mò ń sọ. Yorùbá nation ni mo gbé dání. So ní kankan, oríṣiríṣi platform ló ní different thing tó ń sọ. Èyí tèmi gbé dání ni pé kí n ran wa káwa náà tí wọ́n bá dé airport, Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀yin náà ra àwọn fídíò airport yẹn bó ṣe máa ara yín máa bù máṣọ́. Àwa tá wà ní London gan sef, tó bá dé airport inú à máa dùn, especially tó bá ní passport tó dá lọ́wọ́. Ó ń ṣe passport Nàìjíríà táwa ń gbé káàkiri. Àbúrò ọmọ yẹn nísìn. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò. Hero wa ni k'Ọlọ́run bá Elédùmarè. Hero wa ò dẹ̀ ṣe criminal. Ẹ sọ fún Nigeria military tó ń dún mọ́ ha. Hero tí wọ́n kì í ṣe criminal. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ is not a criminal. Kò síbi kankan tó ti pè ní terrorist, kò dẹ̀ ṣe criminal. Ẹ sọ fún àwọn olóṣèlú wa pé olóyè tí wọ́n ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá, owó baba dání, general actor, bí àṣà must be general actor. General actor ni olóyè. Ọba Elédùmarè kó jẹ́ ká jàǹfààní ẹ̀kọ́. Àǹfààní tó fún wa ní wákàtí tí a fi ń rí olóyè. Gbogbo ohun tí kò ní jẹ́ kí a rí olóyè mọ̀, kọ́bẹ̀ Elédùmarè kó má jẹ́ ká rí. K'Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká máa rí wọn dáadáa ni. A dẹ̀ máa rí wọn dáadáa. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá sọ pé a ní rí dáadáa, ẹ má máa ṣọ Elédùmarè. Ẹni orí bá gbà fún, ẹ̀yà gbà fún. Ẹni orí bá ti gbà fún, ìwọ náà yà gbà fún. Mo ń sọ fún ẹ nísìn, ìwọ tó ń ṣorí kunkun, tó ń sọ pé báwo ni kí tolóyè ṣe jẹ́. Ó dà, èèyàn náà fi gbà àwọn ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Bí olóyè ṣe ń dé airport tó ń rí nǹkan tó ń lọ nínú airport, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni olóyè ń wò pé bó ṣe jẹ́ kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá rí nìyẹn. Àmọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Mr. Karim, not the olórí burúkú country airport. Tó bá ti ń dé Nàìjíríà wọ́n á máa gbèrè ẹ̀gúnjẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹni. Tony Ages, what are we waiting for? It is time to start again the awareness flyers. Òun náà là ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ fáwọn lówó ẹ̀ dáwó sọ́dọ̀ YSDM àbí kẹ́yìn bá wa print and flyer. Kò ń ṣe flyer kékèké la need, we need millions of flyers. Bí Tony Ages ṣe sọ, àsìkò yìí ò ń ṣàsìkò tẹ́ ká tẹ̀ relax rárá. Àwọn èèyàn máa rò pé relaxation wa ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Tinubu. Mo kí bàbá mi Bintu, wọ́n ní thank you Lord, thank you Jesus. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó yẹ ká dúpẹ́ fún Jésù Kristi. Èmi á máa sọ pé tẹ́ bá ń pè ẹ̀yẹ́ máa dá para pé bọ́ bá rán Jésù wá kò lè tún Nàìjíríà ṣe, bọ́ bá rán Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ tó dáta láti máa sọ, torí ó lè máa upset àwọn méjì mẹ́ta kan pé Koiki ò dẹ̀ jókòó lórí ìjókòó ń bẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí kò dáná. Ẹ̀bí wọ́n sọ pé o kàwé díẹ̀, o dẹ̀ sọ pé o ní làákàyè, kí ló wá dé tó lo làákàyè ẹ̀? So mo bẹ̀ wá, kò ń ṣe lórí platform mi nìkan, gbogbo bí tẹ́ bá ń lọ tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àlùfàǹṣá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ̀yẹn yé máa bá wọn sọ. Mo bẹ̀ wá, mo rọ̀ wá torí Elédùmarè, it is not a very good thing to be talking about. Kéèyàn máa sọ pé tó bá rán Jésù wá, tó bá rán kinní kan wá, gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò dá rárá. So bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń wọlé ẹ bá wa pín ètò, ẹ bá wa para lé. Mr. Karim sọ pé is there any group in Owode Idiroko? Ṣó súnmọ́ Ifọ̀? No, Owode Idiroko ọ̀nà tó ń lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kan nìyẹn. Ẹ má bínú, kò sí ibo lè mímọ̀. Ó lè má, mo kí àwọn Bólúwá ti fẹ́ ẹ káàárọ̀, wọ́n ní lecturer. Ṣé mò ń lecture dáadáa? Ẹ̀yin náà ní right láti complain o, student máa ń complain o, mo ṣeré o. Ní Ìdíròkò ẹ pè mí, a sì lè fi sáàárín àwọn tó wà lógùn state. So Ògùn state náà ní Ìdíròkò, ẹ wà lábẹ́ àwọn coordinators wa tó wà lógùn state. Kò wá sí pé èèyàn kan máa bẹ̀rù pé Koiki òun tì wá ní ìbíwọ̀ wà ń lo òyìnbó, oníká máa ṣe Yorùbá nation kí ọlọ́pàá mú wa. Kò síbì kankan tíyàn kan lè sọ pé wọ́n wà ní ọmọ tó wà ní police station gan, èèyàn brother wa tí wọ́n mú Saoti Igboho, iṣẹ́ ti lọ lórí ẹ̀. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fáwọn tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Èmi ò sí lára àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ o, I'm not taking credit for it, but a dúpẹ́ fáwọn tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ pé láti lè gbà sílẹ̀. Ẹ ṣáà rántí Saoti Igboho, gbogbo ala rántí Saoti Igboho. DG_75 wọ́n ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá, olóyè Dr. Sunday Igboho, Almighty God bless you richly. And Koiki ọmọ olóyè, ẹ ń gbé mi mọ́ra nìyẹn o. Koiki ọmọ olóyè, ẹ fún mi lówó, ẹ ná ọmọ olóyè, irú òye wo nìyẹn? Àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́run. So níbi tá a bá ti ń ṣe àwàdà náà la máa sọ ìdí tí a ṣe fẹ́ kúrò. Ṣé rí nígbà tí mo dé Heathrow lánàá, Stansted Airport lánàá, mo wá ń wo àwọn òyìnbó yẹn, àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, àwọn ọmọ 20 something. Wọ́n kọ̀ra gbé báàgì báyìí, wọ́n bá fàájì lọ nìyẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń fẹ́ máa bá fàájì lọ láti Ogun State tó fi sáré lọ rí bèbí ẹ̀ ní Kwara. Terrorist wa kidnap ẹ̀ mọ́bẹ̀, wọ́n wá ní ká wá san ransom. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé country nìyẹn. Níbi tí wọn náà ti fi sáré lọ sí African country, especially àwa tá ń lọ sí Benin. Báwọn sójà ṣe máa ń disrespect wa ní ọ̀nà Benin yẹn kò dáa rárá. Wọ́n máa ń jẹ ojú wa. Èmi náà ti gba bẹ̀rí, mo lè parọ́. Mo gba route yẹn rí. Mo mọ bó ṣe disrespect mi látara pé mo tẹ̀tù gbé Nigerian passport dání nìyẹn o. Tó bá rí wọ́n tún bí mi pé ṣọmọ Nàìjíríà ni mí. Mo á ń wá àwọn sójà yẹn pé ṣẹ́yìn gan jọmọ Nàìjíríà, but ẹ mọ̀ torí iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání, èèyàn máa play to their hands, èèyàn máa ṣe bí ọ̀dẹ̀. Torí pé irú àwa oyè yín ká má fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀, irú àwa ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa rìn ká tún máa lọ máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n feel pé àwa lẹni báyìí. Ṣe ni inú run mí ní Benin yẹn. Ẹni tó bá ti gba Benin kọjá ní láti Nàìjíríà, ẹ fi sínú comment section kí n wò. Ṣẹ́yìn náà ní experience bẹ́ẹ̀? A dẹ̀ sọ pé we are Nigerians. So lóòótọ́ àwọn kan ní Koiki ẹ fi jẹ́ kí Tinubu débẹ̀, gbogbo yẹn excuse ni. Tinubu ti débẹ̀ nísìn, ní tó bá fi ṣe ni kó máa ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó dé ẹkùn ẹ̀ mú. Ká sọ bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí, àwọn kéékèèké ò tí ì jí nísìn. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó di mú. Ìtẹ́ni kò ṣe, ẹni kò ṣe, kó má give excuse. Kó má give excuse. Òun ló náà fi ṣe president, kó ṣe. kó jẹ́ káyé wá dà. Ṣé tó bá wá ṣe tán kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Tí President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ọmọlódù ọdẹ tó bá ṣe tán kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè wọ́n ní you are a good lecturer my dear brother. Ìyẹn wọ́n á ní kẹ́ má criticize mi o, torí tẹ́ ẹ bá criticize ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń bú wa yẹn mọ̀ pé ẹ fi ń fún wa lágbára ni, ẹ fi ń tì wá lérè ni pé orí ó tutù jáde. Lẹ́yìn pé olóyè dé mo mọ àwọn nǹkan tó tutù kọ kọ́mẹ́ǹtì jagbajagba ẹ ti ń ti olóyè ẹ ti ń ṣe olóyè jẹ́gẹ́ bí bèbí, ṣe olóyè jẹ́gẹ́ bí bèbí. Mo kí àdètú ọ̀rọ̀ brọ́dà mi, ṣe olóyè jẹ́gẹ́ bí bèbí? Olóyè ò ń ṣe bèbí náà. Ó mọ tó gbé dání, ó dẹ̀ mọ purpose tó fi gbé dání. Ìwọ ni kí ìwọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ pé ṣé ìwọ mọ tó gbé dání? Kí ló gbé dání? Ó ní ká ṣe Nàìjíríà o. Olówó lè máa sọ yẹn fún ẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ n ka comment mo láti wọ glasses mi. Mr. Karim wọ́n ní ẹ máa fi question ká bá wa interact láàárọ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ní even though you go through Idiroko border, immigration will take almost anything with you as cash. My experience last year March, even with passport sef, I paid 950 naira. Kò jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé ó yẹ ká máa sanwó? Free entry ni. Free entry ló yẹ kó jẹ́ láti Nàìjíríà dé Benin Republic. But látara country tó ṣiṣẹ́, látara abuse of offices, látara disrespect of human being, látara pé wọ́n value wa as Nigerians. Gbogbo yẹn kò ní sí o nígbà tá a bá ti wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè. So ẹ jẹ́ n sì sọ̀rọ̀ lórí airport. Sórí èyí náà ló wà àwọn fídíò tí mo post lánàá. Ta ló ti wà àwọn videos yẹn? Fídíò àwọn airport tí mo post lánàá. Èèyàn mélòó ló ti rí? Ẹ fi sínú comment section. Èyí náà wò bí airport yẹn ṣe rí. Okay, I should check my audio. Tá a bá ti lo laptop ti bí yẹn, audio yẹn máa ń ṣe bákan náà ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò báyìí. Bí a ká gbé kí n add the external mic mo ń bọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n mọ̀ tí yẹn wà nísìnyí. Oh, Lagos for sure. Wàhálà yín pọ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ṣé Dubai lẹ́wà bí wó lẹ́wà? Tẹ́lẹ̀ gbọ́ mi dáadáa báyìí. Mo ń bọ̀. Àwọn pé mo lo machine ńlá wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ gbé military bag mi jáde. Ibẹ̀ ni kíní máa wà. Mic ni máa wà. Ẹ máa rò pé ọ̀bọ̀ Koiki oní wàhálà. Ṣé tó fẹ́ fi da Nàìjíríà rú náà lè ṣá? Ayé ẹ lẹ́nu pé microphone mi ó ní agbára ju NTA channel 10 lọ. Gbogbo àwọn aṣọ ìyàwó mi ní kí n máa káṣọ ìsíta kó máa ń ṣe transparency òun lójú. Ní kó má bínú la máa ṣe sí báyìí. Ìbọn ni mo máa fi máìkì sí báyìí. Lagos for sure ló dẹ̀ tún dá wàhálà lẹ́ báyìí. Wọ́n náà wọ́n gbọ́ mi. Àwọn ọlọ́run tó ń jẹ́ kí n máa wá external mic mi báyìí. Òyìí sì ṣe journalist. Pálọ̀ ni mo sùn mọ́jú láàárọ̀ yìí. Wàláì. A ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́jú ní tílẹ̀ fi mọ́. Ìbọn ni máìkì wá kẹ̀ báyìí. Ìbọn mo wá kọ máìkì sí. Ẹ tún rí wàhálà fẹ́ tún dálẹ̀ báyìí nísìn Lagos for sure. Ẹ̀yin lẹ dá wàhálà lẹ̀ báyìí nísìn. Ìbọn ni mo mọ̀ tí mo fi máìkì sí báyìí. Tàbá tún fi máìkì yẹn sí, àwọn kan tún lè náà wọ́n gbọ́ lórí mixella. Mo ń bọ̀. Mo ní láti lọ ṣe tíì. Easy. Wọ́n fi COVID wọ́n fi gbowó lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa, especially àwọn táwọn labroad. Àwọn òyìnbó yìí wọ́n ti bà ayé jẹ́. Bí wọ́n bá trust wọn, your own. Yọ̀lá yẹn sọ fún ìtẹ̀wà nílé. Àwa là ń bọ́ òyìnbó gbé, ẹ̀yin ò bá wọn gbé. Ìdán gangan ni wọ́n. Àwọn globalist. Àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ jẹ́ ká yí Áfíríkà dá. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké káwọn máa travel, káwọn máa jayé kí a máa jà wá. Àwa dẹ̀ náà nígbà yẹn. Ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe máa ń bá wọn jà. mo á fi máìkì sí báyìí. Ok, ẹ̀yin bíbá ló wà. Ìyẹn làwa ṣe ń bá wọn jà. Ìjà tá a dẹ̀ ń jà ni pé wọ́n dá wàhálà sí Áfíríkà, wọ́n partition Áfíríkà. Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ní passport tó dáa tó fi ń travel káàkiri, wọ́n gbé passport wèrè láwa lọ́wọ́ tó ń pè ní Nigerian passport òfò, passport tó ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ tí Mike tẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi o, mo dẹ̀ ní láti check pẹ̀lú àwọn tó wà lórí Mixlr. Kò tẹ́tí sí yan kankan tó wọlé lórí Mixlr. So ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ tí volume yẹn bá da díẹ̀, ẹ̀yin tá wà lórí Facebook. So ẹ jẹ́ n kó ilé padà sínú báàgì. Wọ́n fìyà jẹ ẹ̀yin àtèmi. Àwọn dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni? Àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbádùn, àwọn ọmọ wọn ń gbádùn. Ṣẹ́yìn mọ̀ pé kò make sense? Kò make sense now. Tó bá dé airport ló máa mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ wọn tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ bí ìlẹ̀kẹ̀dì, àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. Nítorí passport tó gbé dání ni. Torí passport tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Òun ló ń jẹ́ kó máa gbádùn ayé wọn. But ìwọ nísìn, òun complain pé èmi wà lórí social media, mo ní ká pín Nàìjíríà. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Mo tún rántí brother mi lánàá tí mò ń jáde, mo lọ ra nǹkan ní store. Àwọn tó ń lo ọ̀pá, kí ni bọ́ọ̀lù kan máa ń wà lókè ẹ̀, àwọn tó ní eyesight problem, a máa lọ báyìí, a máa lọ báyìí. Wọ́n ti ṣe títì, gbogbo nǹkan ló ti ṣe fún wọn. A ní Nàìjíríà ò kì í ṣe country. Ẹ má ká parọ́ ká dì. Sórí olóṣèlú lè máa sọ fún yín pé country ní Nàìjíríà. Àwa mọ̀ pé kò kì í ṣe country. Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe country. Kò ní respect fún ẹ̀yin aráàlú, gbogbo wa pátá àtèmi àti wọ́. Ẹ lọ wo àwọn videos tí mo post lánàá. Kẹ́yìn náà wo value tó ń pè ní respect. Comrade Ọmọṣẹ́bí, ẹ káàárọ̀. Ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ ló mọ̀ tẹ́ ń bá àwọn tó wà lórí Koikimedia ní the other side ni wọ́n náwọn gbọ́ mi. Nurudeen Akimoyede Mokin, àlàáfíà lolóyè wà, èmi náà ti fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Private visit ni, kò ń ṣe tá a máa lọ máa yọ wọ́n lẹ́nu. So àlàáfíà lọ wáṣà. It's doing very well. Karim sọ pé over 10 countries speak Yoruba even as official language, yet we are caged in the British company. Yoruba people should be a country. It's more than a tribe. Tẹ́ ń ṣe tribe. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ tribe. Bí nǹkan bá sọ fún yín pé tribe ni wá, ẹ sọ kò pa ẹni yẹn. Kí ló ń jẹ́ tribe? We are not tribe. Ẹ jẹ́ n start tẹ́lẹ̀. Instagram ni. Kì í ṣe tribes. Bàbá tó kú yìí ni. Má ṣe o. Ilé a máa jẹyàn. 44 years old. Abẹ́rẹ́ ń ṣe fàájì. Sad news. 1st of the month. RIP brother. Ti wá ti lọ́ntẹ̀. Ìyẹn ni mo ṣe máa ń sọ pé grandma mi ní ayé kankan parẹ́ o. Ìyẹn kankan máa fool anybody. Ní ayé máa parẹ́. Níbo ló parẹ́ sí? Ayé kankan parẹ́. Àwa tá wà nú ẹ̀ la máa lọ ní méjì mẹ́ta. Tony Aegis ní White Lion at home. He can't disturb his family. It's early morning o. So àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn. But èmi wá mọ reason tí àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n find it very difficult bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé èyí tá à ń gbé dání tajọ́ ń bára wa sọ yìí. Mr. Bamidele Aliu, ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. Ọlánipẹ̀kun, bàbá lẹ́kìtì. ẹkùn ọkọ Fúlàní kejì. Bàbá lẹ́kìtì. Àwọn series tẹ́ ń ṣe lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta bàbá lẹ́kìtì. Series yẹn ní agbára díẹ̀ o. Èmi náà ti rí bá mi o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń rí wọn. Àbí ogun ilé ṣàṣírí wọn níjọ́ nílùú Ìgbòho. Èmi náà dúpẹ́ pé àtúnláǹfààní àti ríra lẹ́yìn ìta ríra nígbòho. So wọ́n ní name the countries. Ṣé àwọn country tó ń sọ Yorùbá? Àwọn countries tó ń sọ Yorùbá pọ̀. Wọ́n pọ̀, but a máa name ẹ̀ ní méjì mẹ́ta. Ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá lẹ́kìtì. Báwo ni ìlú Èkìtì láàárọ̀ yìí? Mo kí Mr. Michael Godwill. Ó tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta àríwọ̀ lórí break light mọ́. O ti parí project ẹ̀ nísìn. O nídìí aláyé mọ́ báyìí o. Nígbà tó nídìí aláyé, òun pè mí. tẹ́ bá ti need nǹkan ẹ̀yin ará Nàìjíríà ìgbà ilẹ̀ máa fi fóònù léèyàn kiri tẹ́ bá ti gbà tán báyà ń rí yín mọ́. Michael Godwin ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ brother mi mo dẹ̀ rí ẹ ní Ìgbòho rárá CCTV mi ò píkẹ́ tó bá dẹ̀ wà ní Ìgbòho ẹ ní láti send evidence fún mi torí irú èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ má dé Ìgbòho mo rí yín ní Ìgbòho and I'm not joking now Mr. Michael Godwin but nígbà tẹ́ ní di CSI ẹ rántí project yìí tẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ni Mr. Koiki ẹ tí bá ń pe CSI ẹ tí bá ń pe CSI àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ pé bá ṣe pe CSI dá sọ́rọ̀ yẹn General Trustina máa pe bàbá yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí àná tẹ́ ń pè yẹn ó busy díẹ̀ but máa pe dáàdì yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí General Trustina máa pe bàbá yẹn bàbá lẹ́kìtì mo kí pálọ̀ mi ni mo sùn mọ́jú aláì títí di aago mẹ́ta ni wàhálà kúrò níbí báyìí because we do a lot of editing we do a lot of work aago mẹ́ta òru ó dẹ̀ sì máa drive délé ẹ̀ ṣé wọn náà lè ṣerú ẹ̀ àfi tí ọlọ́mọ ayé kí Fúlàní jíyàn gbé aago mẹ́ta ni wàhálà ṣe kúrò nílé mi 3 a.m. láàárọ̀ you have been calling me kí lẹ́ ń pè mí fún ẹ ní láti pè mí mo níṣẹ́ lọ sí Ìgbòho question tí mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni ẹ bá mi dáhùn sínú comment section ṣẹ́yìn lọ sí Ìgbòho torí àwọn Ọlánìpẹ̀kun lọ láti Ifọ̀ mo dẹ̀ pick wọn gbogbo yàn tó lọ sí Ìgbòho ni mo pick gbogbo yín wà lórí database mi bàbá lẹ́kìtì lọ sí Ìgbòho wọ́n dẹ̀ gbéra láti Èkìtì pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ lúkà ìwọ dẹ̀ wà nítòsí bọ́ mo rí rárá bọ́ tó bá yẹ pé ó ní reason ànírí ló dààmú ànírí wàhálà èèyàn kan béèrè pé àwọn olúwo ló ti ń sọ èdè Yorùbá àwọn èèyàn ti ń bá wa dáhùn níbí báyìí wọ́n ní Cuba Trinidad and Tobago àkó ẹ̀yìn kẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọba ti dé Ìgbòho lẹ́yìn ká arrest yín bàbá lẹ́kìtì Mr. Michael ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ Michael Godwin wọ́n náà ti ń pè mí ẹ ní láti pè mí ṣe lọ sí Ìgbòho ni mò ń béèrè mo kí bàbá mi ọba ọ̀nà oníbodè mo dẹ̀ kí wọ́n àwọn ọba wa tọ́wá láti Èkìtì látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn bàbá Èkìtì lọ́hùn àwọn ọba dáadáa kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín so ẹ jẹ́ ká gbẹ́nulé àwọn ẹ̀rí mo post fídíò bíi méjì mẹ́ta kan lánàá ẹ jẹ́ n wò bí mo lè lo software so ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ̀ wò bí mo lè mú jáde lórí fóònù tẹ́yìn náà bá wo àwọn fídíòs yẹn ní airport ṣe rí life yẹn irú life yẹn ni mo fẹ́ kí wa lè gbé kíyàn kọ́ jí láàárọ̀ kó ní mo fẹ́ sáré dé South Africa kò má ní di visa mo kíyàwó Grace Olúṣòótọ́ wọ́n ní house bàbá olóyè àlàáfíà ni bàbá wà kò dẹ̀ síyàn kan tó máa pè mí tí máa connect bàbá torí private visit ni and when it's private a gbọ́dọ̀ fún bàbá ní privacy wọn so àlàáfíà ni bàbá wà so bíyàn kan pè láàárọ̀ ìpè Koiki ṣá máa rí olóyè kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa rí olóyè o when it is the official one gbogbo àlà máa rí wọn so kí àtètè ya gbọ́ nísìnyí kó má dìjà o pé Koiki àdènà fẹ́rẹ́ olóyè èmi gan fún ara mi gan lẹ́yìn tànà fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ̀ pàwọ́ adé respect the privacy nílùú yìí ẹ̀yin náà ní respect the privacy Nàìjíríà so Mr. Ogun Jobi Latif wọ́n ní kudos General Trustina ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yóò gbé wa kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ máa wà láàrin wa Ọlọ́run máa arrest ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ló máa arrest ẹ̀ mo kí ọpẹ́ ní ọjà ọ̀dàn gbogbo mẹ́sẹ̀jì náà ni olóyè ti gbọ́ mo ti bá yín kí wọn lánàá mo dẹ̀ ṣe ń kí wọn mo fẹ́ ká jọ wo fídíò yìí ṣe rí airport ló ti máa mọ̀ pé ìlú yàtọ̀ sí ìlú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá lọ sórí backup channel wa mo upload video airport kan síbẹ̀ lánàá ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti subscribe síbẹ̀ ẹ bá subscribe ẹ follow wa káwa náà lè jẹun lórí YouTube mo kí àwọn Koikimedia team Matthew kí olóyè tó dé ẹ má bínú pé ẹ lè má rí dáadáa bọ̀ kákọ̀jọ manager ẹ jẹ́ ká wo àwọn fọ́nrán yìí ká wo bí airport ti ṣe rí.
wọ́n kó gbogbo wa sínú ìgò kan.
ẹ̀ náà wo bó ṣe mú bọ̀.
bọ̀ láwọn ìlú tó kù wọ́n fún gbogbo wọn ní ìlú ara wọn gbogbo tó lókàlùkù sọ lédè tó o bá ti sọ English that means pé èdè ìlú wọn ló ń sọ tá bá wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé a fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, a fẹ́ gba country tiwa káwa náà máa wà represented ní àwùjọ àgbáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran ọmọ aládé tá máa pè ní Yorùbá Kingdom, Oòduà Republic, Yorùbá Nation. But n tí àwọn olóṣèlú sọ fún mi ni pé ká keep Nàìjíríà, kí Nàìjíríà lè máa fọ́ǹdì àwọn ìlú yìí tí ẹ pé ìlú mi nínú wọn láwọn tẹ̀ ń wò lórí bọ́ọ̀dì yìí wọ́n tó Lagos à ń bọ̀ síbọ̀ sí àwọn ibòmíì. But n tó wá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé tá bá wọn náà fẹ́ dá dúró ẹ wá máa complain, ẹ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ Yorùbá country, but ẹ fẹ́ travel lọ sáwọn ìlú míì. Lára àwọn ìlú tí à ń wò ní ojú board, à ń rí Dublin, à ń rí Rome, à ń rí Edinburgh, à ń rí Budapest, à ń rí Barcelona, à ń rí Malaga. Gbogbo àwọn ìlú yìí kẹ̀rẹ̀, gbogbo wọn ló ń sọ èdè ara wọn. In tó fà á ju pé àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́.
Ẹ ní láti lọ follow Koikimedia YouTube channel. Gbogbo fídíò yìí náà ló ti wà lórí Facebook, so it's not a must pé kẹ́ ẹ rí nǹkan tí mo fi wọ̀nyí. Mo kàn ń ṣe àpèjúwe ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ṣé rí airport ni àṣírí máa ti ń tú pé country táwa wà tá à ń pè Nàìjíríà kò ṣe country. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Yawa Grace wọ́n ní exactly he needs some privacy for himself. Everything is not about Yoruba nation but his own self-respect too. Èkó tẹ̀sán tó máa pè mí tí máa náà fẹ́rẹ́ olóyè tí máa dá lò kò sí, mo sorry gan cause bọ̀mọ̀ mi ní tó ń pè ní privacy. So ẹni tó bá mọ̀ tó ń pè ní privacy ẹ lọ sórí Google kẹ̀bìrì ẹni tó ń pè ní privacy. Privacy is privacy, but ẹ ká fọ̀rọ̀ olóyè sílẹ̀, iṣẹ́ ta lè máa sọ pọ̀ ju olóyè lọ. Ṣé rí tí wọ́n bá dé airport láti ìgbà tó bá ti wọ train, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àti jí tó bá wọ train, how are you? You okay? Did you sleep well? Very good. Tó bá wọ train láti airport, ẹ ṣé gan gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní ká kí olóyè gbogbo náà náà máa deliver message. Mo kí bàbá wa oyè Kẹ́hìndé Olúwatósìn. Fídíò tí mò ń play yẹn ó ti wà lórí Facebook, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí page mi ẹ rí níbẹ̀. Emiola Adéwálé Olúwaṣẹ́mukín. Mo rí àwọn kọ́mẹ́ǹtì torí Koiki, okay, mo rí níbí báyìí. Ṣé rí airport is a place tó máa ń tú àṣírí country. Alhaji Lukman, salamu alaikum sir. Dekan Lekan Alade, wọ́n ní good morning White Lion, the fearless man. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run, ọlá Ọlọ́run là ń jẹ. Àwọn kan rò pé bí oògùn ni, ó lóògùn ò lẹ́nu, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní ìkànnì méjèèjì. Àwọn olóògùn wà lẹ́nu, ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá, àní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ṣé rí airport, I'm not talking about Nigeria airport because ní Nigerian airport English ni gbogbo yín sọ, àtẹni tó ń lọ US, àtẹni tó ń lọ African countries, àtẹni tó ń lọ European country, tẹ́ bá dé Nigerian airport English lẹ máa sọ. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Deacon, thank you so much sir. Wọ́n ní good morning lẹ́ǹkan sí. Àwọn tó wà lórí Instagram àwọn ń kíyàn, mo mọ̀ why, mo àárín kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yín ẹ̀kọ́ máa ń wò wá ní bí ẹ̀kọ́ máa ń wọlé ẹ̀ máa ń jáde, bó tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn tó ń ṣe fracas ẹ máa kọ́mẹ́ǹtì síbẹ̀, a máa ń rí yín náà. Mo kí Yawa Fausat Felicia Shotayo, wọ́n ní my regard to olóyè Sunday Igboho, I send message sí wọn, ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. But tẹ́ bá lọ sórí àwọn bí dark man ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ àbí àwọn tó ń tó DK, àwọn oní fracas, ẹ ti yé yín gbogbo àwọn fracas people yẹn, gbogbo ilẹ̀ wọn máa comment tapatapa àbí tẹ́ bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ Daddy Freeze, àwa náà máa ń wà níbẹ̀ náà, a máa ń rí yín náà. But tẹ́ bá wá sọ́dọ̀ tiwa ẹ wá jókòó ẹ ní comment, ẹ ní jẹ́ kó wà interactive. Ìyẹn kan tẹ́ ti accuse mi rí, ó ní Instagram mi ò lọ sókè, mo nígbà tí mo ṣe fracas ní tí mò ń sọ ẹ fi gbọ́ náà. Ẹ ń dúró kí BBC sọ tí ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà fún yín. BBC àwa tá à ń gbé ní London à ń wo BBC lẹ́yìn kakọ̀ gbọ́ 10 o'clock news, àwa là ń fund BBC. Àmọ́ nìyẹn Peter Pan mórí ẹja rí, èèyàn tó lóyè Ìgbòho nìyẹn, àwọn yẹn máa ń san salary fún mi every month. Mr. Fẹ́mi Akànbí wọ́n ní my weekend happy weekend. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni weekend máa da tíyàn bá róúnjẹ jẹ ní Nàìjíríà ni o. A lọ sọ pé happy weekend, ta ló sọ pé no sound, the sound is low sir. Ẹ má yọ mí lẹ́nu èyí tẹ́ wà lórí ibẹ̀ yẹn o, because àti yọ̀ǹkan ló ní ká connect lẹ́ǹkan ìkan náà lè máa mú, mo ti yọ máìkì yẹn kúrò Mr. Banla Ọlálẹ̀ ní Paul wọ́n ní kò sí sound. Mr. Ajayi sọ pé good morning. Mo ti yọ kúrò again, so mo mọ reason tí Rodan mic yìí kò dẹ́ kó máa fún wa ní problem. Lagos for show ló ní wọn ò gbọ́ lẹ́ǹkan. Ọpẹ́ ṣó sound yẹn ti jáde nísìn padà. Àwọn tó wà lórí Koikimedia Odùduwà mo bá sọ̀rọ̀, kò ń ṣẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lórí apá báyìí. So happy weekend lẹ́ǹkan sí. Ẹni tó bá jọ ń jẹ mẹ́ta ni ló máa sọ pé happy weekend. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sì dúró lórí ọ̀rọ̀ country. Ṣẹ́rí tẹ́ bá dé ẹ kí wa káwa náà lè mọ̀ pé wà níbẹ̀, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ má kọ̀ bá wa jókòó síbẹ̀, gbogbo iná la nífẹ̀ẹ́. Tábà kúkú wà live, ẹ lọ máa fi fóònù yín, ẹ máa lọ fi browse nǹkan míì. But nígbà tá a ti ṣe live yẹn ẹ kí wa. Mr. Longe Busayo wọ́n ní good morning sir. Èmi náà kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ kú àdúrótì. Yank Nis _ of Europe wọ́n ní ẹ kú ètò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Sam Lawson wọ́n ní good morning. Ìyá wa Túnníṣe Ọlọ́tà Ọ̀jẹ̀ UK wọ́n ní White Lion gbogbo London. Irọ́ ẹ ti ń gbé mi mọ́ra nìyẹn o, gbogbo London kẹ̀. Rishi Sunak ló ní gbogbo London. Ọwọ́ ẹ̀ níjọba London wà. Adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run. My regard to Ọ̀rànmíyàn mo tún like ọ̀nà tẹ́yìn gbà wọlé yìí o. My regard to Ọ̀rànmíyàn plus Oòduà plus Ọbàtálá of our time. The one and only Igboho Òòṣà. Èèyàn kan jàǹfààní olóyè lánàá. Olóyè níbẹ̀ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ súnmọ́ yín dádì. Mr. Momodu Christopher, good morning. Láre Lámínà ní good morning and happy weekend. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró, ẹ má ká kúrò lórí ibi tá a wà. Mo fẹ́ máa kí náà láti respect pé o ti wọlé. Prince Ifádáyọ̀ Olúwaṣeun JP, àwọn tó ti lọ sí Jerusalem lọ́ máa ní wọ́n lo JP. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Karim Adéwálé Wàsíù mo kí yín. Mr. Biodun Azam mo kí yín. Karim sọ pé ní Dubai there is a metro train in the airport that comes every 3 minutes. Before it arrives at the point of entry, in Nigeria you will trek. Ìyẹn tẹ̀ kọ́ là ń sọ. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo yẹn àwọn engineer tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn babalákin tó yẹ kó fix títì ọkọ̀ gbowó ni. Alex Mamu mo kí ẹ. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo infrastructure we can deal with that. Ìyàwó comfort ni I as a mother I stand with Sunday Igboho. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè wọ́n náà wọ́n dúró ti Igboho. We will not mourn you, any of your colleagues and workers in Jesus' name. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Max Media mo kí ẹ, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Wọ́n ní the sound is good now. Ó dàbẹ́. Ẹ̀yin ti Sheffield ẹ má wọrí tó lóye bá ti wá ní official. A máa káàkiri. Wọ́n ti sọ yẹn fún mi. A máa dáwó, a máa gba coach tó máa move àwọn èèyàn tá a máa fi wá lọ sí different town. Mr. Otimi ní we thank God for Johnny Mercy for Baba Osha, living legend of Yoruba race. Congratulations. Happy educative program Koikimedia International. Ẹ má yẹ ká fi kíkí ká fi stop n tá à ń bá lọ. Ṣé rí tíyàn bá dé international airport náà ní Nigeria but ẹ ní gbọ́ èdè míì torí pé a ní visitor tó ń wá láti Spain. Wọ́n wá but in very very small number bí ẹni ọmọ Nigeria tó ń gbé ní Spain but tó bá dé Nigeria kò ní sọ Spanish mọ́, English ló máa sọ. Ó dìgbà tó bá land sí airport wọn padà ní Spain ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ Spanish. Peter Pan ní one big brother Nigeria start our youth will be distracted again. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ big brother. Okay, I'm a distract wọn, no problem. Mr. Femi Akimbo Akanbi rather mo kí yín. Prophetic Rufus mo kí yín sir. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ international airport tí mo bá lọ yẹn ó máa ń tú àṣírí pé Nigeria kì í ṣe country because each time you arrive at an international airport you will hear people speaking Spanish, Italian, all kind of different languages that operate around the world. The reason why we keep saying that Nigeria is not a country is because when you arrive at the international airport, Bilo for real, Ekarosa. When you arrive at international airport, wọ́n ní wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi o Mr. Banla bí a kẹ jáde kẹ wọlé padà kò sí wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi gbogbo èèyàn lọ́nà àwọn ń gbọ́ mi ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ gbọ́ mi. When you arrive at international airport, you will hear different languages Kí ló dé tí gbogbo wa sọ English? Can somebody tell me the reason why we are not speaking English? All the countries around the world. Ẹ bá mi fi in the comment section. Mr. Femini, no happy weekend in Nigeria. Greeting Igbowo from US. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. US Itobi, lápapọ̀ ní US lẹ́wà, ṣé Texas àbí New York. Peter Pan ní, the reward for fighting for freedom is unlocking our collective greatness. Reward for not fighting for freedom is collective slavery. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ àṣẹrú o. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ àṣẹrú ara wa gan sef. Lẹ́ǹkan sí, mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. A very, very good morning and welcome. My question is, why are we not speaking English around the world? Why is everybody speaking different languages? The Russians are speaking Russian. The Chinese speak Chinese. Yawa Comfort, Dele Ekaboma. Alex Mamu Mokie, Onige Genge, even Alomash exercise. Mr. Johnny, Mr. OLAKUNLE Koiki, Tony Ages, I want to one in Belgium. They don't speak English. Joshua said, where are you from? I'm currently in UK, but I am originally a Yoruba man, but was put together by UK called Nigeria. And Nigeria is a crime scene. Mr. Olajide Kolinton, Majolo Kolinton, Ati Salawa. One good morning. And my regard to Oloye Igbowo. Iyawa Abibabawa Deni. Owuola Abbas Olalekan. One good morning. Mr. Adeyemi Omolara Sarah. Iyada One good morning. The reason why we do not speak one language around the world is because we are all different people. But what they did with Nigeria is that we are not one, but we were amalgamated for the selfish interest of the European countries, for the selfish interest to keep us inside what is known as Nigeria today. Mr. Oluti Taiwani, good morning, Mr. Koiki. Greet Igbowo from Bournemouth. Àṣírí gbogbo yín máa tú láàárọ̀ Mufti mọ ibi tí gbogbo yín wà torí olóyè ti wá sí London. À ń bọ̀ ní Bournemouth, but kò ń ṣe nínú trip ti sìn. Lágbára Elédùmarè, when next chief comes for official visit, we will visit everywhere. Màá lọ gba mọ́tò tó dáa, màá lọ gba bíi Benz tó dáa, tí màá fi drive olóyè káàkiri. Ẹ̀yin náà lè máa sanwó yẹn. Pé mi ò ní mọ́tò. So, but when we talk about countries, many people always ask me, Mr. Koiki, why do you say Nigeria is not a country? The first reason why, Mr. Mo Yoruba Gidini, thank you, Baba Koiki. I stand with Baba Sunday Igboho. Even South Africa respect their language more than anything. The Mokia in there ne Bournemouth. Gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn máa ń tutù náà torí ẹ súnmọ́ omi. Prince, one good morning, Koikimedia. Continue your loyalty to the freedom of Yoruba race. It shall end in victory in Jesus' name. Yawa Tuashe Olota Oja UK ni, we're expecting Osha in Manchester, but kò ní jẹ́ ní trip eléyìí. This one is a private visit and is a very, very short private visit as well. So, but definitely Manchester is a place. Atiwasi Manchester, Mati Heritage. So when shift comes, it will be almost every town across UK. So that Italy was in London, Kemaro with London in Colombo. But for now, this is a private visit. But it's coming back again. Babawa Abbas, Olalekan, we can't speak language because we all have a dialect. I love that. We all have a dialect. We're expecting Igbowo in Dublin, Benny, you know, problem. We will be in every part. And even in European countries, we're going on a tour. But, you know, that is going to be announced, you know, as we go into the year. Some might be next year, but we try as much as possible, even in America and Canada. We all have a dialect. I love that. What is our dialect? Can somebody tell me when? Well, I mean, we will officially announce when Chief will be making those trips to different countries. But for now, he's in London, but it's a private visit, and he has his life as a private person. Uche sọ pé, well, I have no problem or with that. Just take Tinubu with you. I don't understand what you mean by take Tinubu with you. Where should I take Tinubu to? Is Tinubu not your president as well? As long as you are still a Nigerian, Tinubu is still the president because the country hasn't breaking. It's still in the process of being dissolved. Even if you have another passport, you were once a Nigerian, according to what was created. So I don't understand what you mean by take. Where am I taking Tinubu to? Am I Tinubu's son? So I don't understand what you mean by that. Yawa Grace, we are people from different ethnic groups, cultures, language. So we cannot be all one. Baba Yawa Bola Ogubowale, God bless. Good morning. You are blessed. Thank you so much. Many Nigerians today are confused. You want to fix a country that was never once a country. You want us to be united that would never happen. You want us to live together in the same fake identity, because Nigeria is a fake identity. Our real identity is Yoruba. Your real identity is wherever you are from in the geographical location of Nigeria. Mr. Biodu Monday, good morning to you. Oh, Switzerland. Ibi toko gbogbo wa wà nìyẹn. Àwọn grandma nìyẹn àbí. Ìyàwó Olúṣọlá Onígìndé. Ẹ má kí n massacre orúkọ yín láàárọ̀ yìí. Kẹ́ má lọ penalize me. Switzerland. Ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo Africa is in Switzerland. Princess Bola Grace. Let's just be praying for Igboho for protection. We are doing that, and everybody's doing that, and the gods of Yoruba land are protecting him. A lot of people are concerned about him. I understand. Bàbá wa kan pè mí lánàá rí sọ̀rọ̀. Àwa tá wà ní the other end. Kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú wa. But we appreciate you. Mr. Olutayoni, Yoruba language is our official dialect. Ẹ wo gbà táwọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ nínú palace ní the House of Oduduwa, engineer _Kola Mokinyin. Mr. Yawani ọmọ tẹlẹmú ìwọ gangan ni mí. Àwọn Yorùbá yìí ti pọ̀jù fáwa. When I arrived at the airport, people were speaking different languages. I was lost. Why was I lost? Why was it difficult for me not to understand the languages being spoken at the airport? It's because I have not learned those languages for either reason known to me. I don't live in those countries. I live in an English country, which is United Kingdom. So I speak English on a daily basis in the last 24 years, apart from but when you arrive at airport, you would hear all kind of languages that indicate a country of that person. But in Nigeria are told to speak in English, which is not our official language. That is what the British created. They purposely created that for their own selfish interest, not my own interest. And until we pull out from that mess, we are not likely to regain our true identity whenever we travel around the world. I speak 5 good languages, but my Yoruba is the best ever, despite leaving home 30 years ago, which is a brilliant thing. John Boo, good morning. My regard to Chief Sunday Igboho. Definitely we will do that. But like I said, and I continue to say, please do not call me and say you want to see Chief. He will not be meeting with anybody. It's a private visit, and that remains so. Mr. Taiwo Lanrewajuni, we are in a vehicle being piloted by the Fulanese. Wow, that is scary. The North are saying that they are not going to accept any rotational presidency anymore. I don't know what that means. I will do a full program on that later. When you get to the airport, let's stick to the airport because the airport linked to meeting Oloye yesterday. And while I was waiting for him at the airport, I was hearing people speaking different languages, from German to Russian to different languages, from Arab. Please do not accept anything at the airport. I don't know why somebody was offering me something at the airport yesterday. And girls, they're Arabs.
Daddy,
Yes?
can we get to brothers after when we come back from swimming?
Okay, we'll look into that, no problem. I don't know why they were offering me something. I said no. And do you want the airport? I don't know what they were offering. They were just on one tishi and rank or one kini kin ṣe pẹ̀lú yẹn nínú airport èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. I just told them no. So please, again, let us be very, very careful for those of us that traveled within the airport. Airport is a very, very sensitive place. Very, very sensitive. You got to be very careful. We've seen it in that shito country, Nigeria, where an immigration officer is putting cocaine, drugs inside a traveler's bag. Deacon Lekon Aladeni, all the money that belongs to Africa, indigenous people, is banked in Switzerland. And they don't have much respect for black people. Iyawa Fumilayo Sokwe Agbomola, good morning, sunshine. Please let Dr. Igboho Osha rest, stay with his wife and children and face his work. Benny, and that is why I say it's a private visit. And we must respect his privacy. So please do not call me and ask to see Oloye Igboho. I will just say no. Let them face, and when it is too much in Yoruba land, let them face their problem by themselves. The insult is too much. Benny, Oloye Mati accept Mr. Adekunle, only good morning, Mr. Koiki. Nice seeing you with Osha. Benny, it was a great seeing him again after we met at the burial. Mr. Adebanjo, good morning, my great brother. The only solution, let Nigeria break up. Even Wole Soyinka is now speaking out that we should break Nigeria. Mr. Ademola, Daniel Mokindadiwa, wanting my regard to Chief. I would definitely do that. Ifa Nikalo, Yoruba Nation TV. Any Ekaro, Muni, good morning. Info, so if you speak English, the deal should have been that you get an English passport as well as you speak English. You can go to England to live as you speak English. Well, I don't think so. When you live in UK, to get a British passport, part of the rules is you have to go and do what they call an English test to prove that you are qualified. Apart from if you have studied a degree course in the UK, that itself is a scam. Many Nigerians don't know that. People like us that live here, you want to get a British passport, you are told that you have to go and do an English ESO test. Even some of you that wants to come and study, especially in Jakpade, you are told that you need to go and do an English test. Whereas we are an English country. Britain is one of the most important countries that doesn't want Nigeria to break. Take it or leave it. I live with them. It's a fact. Britain doesn't want Nigeria to break. And they are Britain is behind the woes of the problem. The daily problem that we are facing in Nigeria today is from Britain. Director Court, I normally see you on my Egun's program. It's good to see you here. Good morning. And I hope it's the same Director Court. Good morning, Koiki. Tourism is also a reason why airports are filled with so many different people. And you're right. People are traveling into UK for a purpose, and people are also traveling to other countries for a purpose. One of my cousins is a DJ. He has already had his plan of what he's going to be doing as Afrobeat of something in Portugal from April, May, June. People will travel with him to Portugal and have fun. And they will make Portugal to make money. But Portugal was one of those countries that also enslaved us during the expedition in the 15th century. Until we wake our minds away from this contraction. Look, Tinubu can never fix Nigeria. It doesn't matter whatever Tinubu does, he will not be able to fix Nigeria. Thank you so much, Director Court. What I meant was automatically you're born English. What do you mean you are born English? Nobody was born English. I don't understand what you mean by that. Can you rephrase that, please? Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the program. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI as I continue to educate us on the reasons My job is to give you the reason why we need to break away from Nigeria. You can also give me the reasons why we should stick together as one Nigeria. You have the right to do so. You can put it in the comment section. Don't feel uncomfortable to do that. We will just talk about it. We are not fighting each other here. This is not a military platform. Give me the reason why we should stick to Nigeria. As we were colonized by the English, I meant, yes. The reason why, yeah, definitely, I agree with that. We are automatically English because we were colonized. But before the colonization, we were Africans, Yorubas, Igbos, Hausas. There was never Fulanis until Fulani came into the fora. Mayati Allah was set up in 1976, and I said 1976. They did not become recognized until 1987 when Babangida came to power. That was like 17 years. Today, Mayati Allah is now threatening the Yoruba people. This was an organization that was set up in 1976 in Castina, either Castina or Kaduna. Jeff Afrigo, so I just can't understand why Nigerians don't protest. They cannot protest because, number one, they are hungry. And it generally protest. Most of them are scared. They keep telling us that you are telling us to go and protest so that we can get killed. I'm sorry, but people are dying almost on a daily basis. According to the World Health Organization, not me now, you are not going to be 52 years old in Nigeria. And you can just look at the man that died yesterday, one of our brother, known as Kiloruko again. Brother Watu Kulano and Kolon Foriji. He was 44 years old. Whatever our illness in this country, they can still make you to survive another 20 years. Mountain View say it smells like a pig feet. Info say there is no benefit to speak in English. We should all go and separate ways. Those language you speak is who you are as far as I'm concerned. You're right, and I totally agree. But I want somebody to give me the reason why we should keep Nigeria. I mean, I know there's some of you that believe in Nigeria because you think that Peter Obi can come and transform and change Nigeria. How? On what terms and conditions? Bear with me, you know, my children is there, so, and they have the right, just like I have the right. I can only tell them to slow the voice down, but I'm operating from home, and it's a mobile studio, so that means sometimes there will be noise filtering at the background. Yeah, Sisi, the comedian, Kolon Foriji. Hey, Yami Tomi Lola Agnes, and when your man sends salary from every month. Money baba mi, money ma po mi, no baba mi leje o. E se gone kwa droti. Eku ife ìran Yoruba, those with true insight understand something needs to be done. It is absorb what our race is going through. How? Yeah, Kodri, yeah, Sisi Kodri, Kolon Fonruke, 44 years old. He was not up to 52. According to the World Health Organization, the statistics of the life expectancy in Japan is almost 88. You are likely to grow up to 88 years old before you die in Japan. Because they eat their proper good food. We are eating all kind of, yeah, I mean, you can see us looking fresh, but we are eating a lot of food that we don't even know what is contained. I want nurse slowly suffer. I want to share the health sector. Be our auntie me to America at the UK. They are working 12, 16 hours. And that is why when we see them on the program, especially the ones that we know very well, we'd love to appreciate every one of you. You are all important to me. Omoda Milari, good morning. Let's start the Twitter space a little bit as well. I'm not bringing anybody in through a call, but it's just a conversation this morning. Can somebody tell me why we need to save Nigeria? Why do we need to save Nigeria? Info also, anyone looking to keep Nigeria is still asleep. The time we come, we will all be awakened. Waris Jinodo Ekwaro, he talks about finance. We need to collapse the Nigerian Naira, but the Naira itself is collapsing. Tinubu will do his best. It will leave power to the North. The North might not give us the power back. Look, the Igbos will not be given access to become the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi might try again if Nigeria still exists by 2027. That is if we want it to exist. So that Nigeria doesn't exist anymore. We don't have to kill each other. Wole Soyinka said that yesterday. I read it out. Professor Wole Soyinka said, let us start the dissolution of Nigeria just like it was done in Yugoslavia in 1992. Yugoslavia dissolved. There was no war. I understand that people are scared, they're skeptical. Koiki and sort of Nigeria. Where are we going? No, we still remain in Lagos. We still remain in Ogun State. We remain all over the Yoruba land. But ní lórúkọ tó ń pè ní Nigeria mọ́. In Tanzania nìyẹn. We will stop using Nigeria. We will start using our own real identity. Tá ń pè ní Yoruba. We don't have to call it Yoruba Nation. We can call it Oduduwa Republic, Yoruba Kingdom. All that we will decide within all the Yoruba people through the means that we are going to do it. Election is coming in this country now. I will vote to the who I believe should be in power. But in Nigeria, Tinubu rigged himself in. Everybody knows that. Tinubu never won the election. He rigged himself in. But the election has always been rigged since 1959. Britain rigged the first ever election in Nigeria to favor the North. The censor was rigged. These are all the reason why we are saying that. Are you sure that we are one? Jonathan said it clearly. The unity of one Nigeria is what the British want. Britain wants us to be one Nigeria that doesn't favor me and you. Akinshi Omo Nigeria. But we know that the reason why we have to keep saying we are one Nigeria is because that is what was forced on us in 1914. Who signed those amalgamations? What was the benefit for those that signed it? They died now. Some of our kings were probably behind it. What was the details of the amalgamation? Mr. Oluwasegun John, good morning and welcome to the live transmission. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. If you're new to this platform, you are probably coming into a platform that discusses the total disintegration of Nigeria. Some say you can't sit in UK and tell us to break up Nigeria, but this is the country that created Nigeria. They created Nigeria from here. The 1953 Constitution, the Latin Constitution, was written from UK. So when you say that, how can you sit in UK and be saying that we're going to break UK, Nigeria? You are joking. But UK created Nigeria. What about that? The same way they created Nigeria, the same way we would deamalgamate it. All over the 7 continents of the world. When you go to the airport, especially those of you that traveled, you will realize that people speak different languages, and those languages represent who they are. Info slavery is speaking another man's language. You might think you are a free, nation. Waris Jinodu, Egmomini, England, Britain, UK, Angalaterra were all names given to Great Britain. So Yoruba can also go by all beautiful attributes. Mr. Kolade John, Ekabo Sorieto, one Yoruba nation no going back. Now that this election is over in Nigeria, Kila Omo Yoruba discuss Nisin on the ground. Are they talking about another election in 2027 to be deceived by the same criminal politicians? Whether they are Yoruba, they are Igbo, they are Middle Belt, they are Hausas, they are all criminals, especially those that have changed the narrative in the North. There is no more Hausas. We now have Fulanis like Ganduje. Ganduje is a Fulani man. El Rufai said that Christian will never be a governor in Kaduna State. And you think that should be a country? Joe Sokwe, I am also a Yoruba person living in Germany. Yoruba will be the last to develop, even if we are able to divide Nigeria. Reason is because of the nonsense religion they carry in their head. All that will be dealt with a proper constitution. Look, when we say that we cannot deal with that, when I came here in 1998, a lot of things, Lamuje, you cannot do that anymore now. The way I came in 1998, you cannot. When I came in 1998, I applied with just my small birth certificate to get a professional driver license. You cannot do that anymore. When I came to this country, the police did not have the full equipment to check my vehicle on the road, whether it got insurance. Today, they've done that. Religion has been contained in this country. You cannot use your religion to disturb others. All that, we will deal with that when we arrive in a system that works. Nigeria is not a system that works, and it is not likely to work. I love my brother Ahmed. I normally read your comment. It's good to see you live this morning. Ahmed Jamil Adekunle. Nobody can fix Nigeria, not even Obi, not Bola Tinubu, not Atiku, not even Showore. Not any one of them. We, the Yoruba people, are not Nigeria. Britain is benefiting from Nigeria just like the European countries. 38 countries are buying our crude oil. White Lion, don't mind the pessimists among us. The way to go is Yoruba nation. No, we have to mind them because some of them don't know. Mr. Kunle Shitani, I was in Stansted Airport yesterday, the same time with you. I am on my way to Dublin. Wow, safe journey. When you travel through the airport, you will feel the ambience. You will feel the energy. In Nigeria today, we don't have tourists that comes to Nigeria because they don't believe in Nigeria. We have few people that come to Nigeria for different reasons. Oshun Festival, this festival, Motorcade Festival, people that are coming to enjoy life. Yes, I mean, you can enjoy life if you have the means. But we are talking about our true identity, our identity that will be able to respect other identity. I'm asking again, who is thinking about 2027 election? Which, bàbá mi Awo Fájìmí Adékúnlé Fáwòyè. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa, my brother. I love you so much. Ìfágbèwà, àwa ọmọ babaláwo làwa náà. Àìtí parí iṣẹ́ yẹn délẹ̀ ni. But I was in the process. Please do not call me and say you want to speak Igboho. I will just say no. Igboho is in London with his family on a private visit, and that is about it. Because nobody's going to say Olóyè. That's it. So he has a life, and we must respect that life. Moki Egbomi Peter Ladele Martin Sorolano. Eshe goni baba wa Awo Fájìmí. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, ojú á ríra. We can live side by side. They just built a temple in United Arab Emirates. Hindu temple. It cost $85 million. Massive. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn náà lérò pé kí a lọ kọ́ ilé Ifá sí United Arab Emirates? It is possible when we have a good relationship. Bàbá mi Adégòkè Ọlálékan, John Adéjàre, ẹ má bínú pé mo ń pe gbogbo orúkọ yín jáde. Pẹ̀lú tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ ni wọ́n ní Koiki, well done, God mercy be on you. I'm only trying my best. Chibuzo, Albert, good morning, sir. We don't have to agree with each other, but let us ask the question, is it still possible to savage Nigeria? I use the word savage because Nigeria is already going into a lot of issues. Can we, no, let's be honest. Is it possible that we can fix Nigeria? I want to see the comment. I know that Ahmed Jamil Adekunle Koiki, stop saying that. I tell you, are an educated man. You educate us on this platform. Stop pulling our legs. But I have to sometimes. October 1st is the best time to say goodbye to each other. But do we have the our representative? Are they loyal to say October 1st coming, we should all say enough is enough, everybody go their separate ways. We don't have to kill each other. We can save all the businesses of every other indigenous people. We make sure that the new government protects you. You will live with us, but you will respect the law. Just like I live in UK and I must respect the law. I must respect my children. I must respect my wife. It's the law. I must respect my environment. My neighbor was going out yesterday. He has a big dog. But do you know what? The law says that each time those dogs goes out now, because that is the law. It is the law that I live here that I say that I will not drive my car. Okay, Walata was here yesterday. I will not drive Walata car. We can sorry Laura Guguru Nibenye because I am not insured to drive the car. Law is working in Nigeria, but it's only working for the poor people. It doesn't work for the rich people. We all know that. There's still big money and they negotiate with the government. Hey, Ogumala Bioduni, happy weekend, my brother. Good morning. And Koiki, please, don't get involved with the criminal Mazinam the Kanu. And I'm kind of concerned. A grandma send message. I keep saying it. I am not here to defend him, the Kanu, with all the nonsense he has said about the Yoruba people, but I am here to protect him against crime by the former President Muhammadu Buhari and the fake passport. Did I say passport? I wanted to say Pastor Osibajo. They kidnapped him. They renditioned him back to Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu utterances against the Yoruba people was not a very good one. But injustice to one is injustice to all. So when people say, Koiki sọ fún olóyè pé kó má get involved with ọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Kanu, I am sorry, I've told you point blank. I will not say that to him. I know some of you don't like that. Look, I don't like the Igbos, but they want to go, let them go. These are all the problems created. White Lion, I miss you in Ibadan. You don't have to see me officially. I was inside the whole event. I was in Nigeria, that's all. I know you're hearing this for the first time. I was there. But many of you thought you would see me physically. No, you don't have to. I told you when my boss travels, I travel with him. That's all I can tell you. When my boss travels, my boss is Oloyegbo. I want to boss me, laying alone. So, I understand that, I think our grandson says so much about Igbo people. He doesn't like them. He hates them so much. And the reason why he was detained and is in prison has got nothing to do with my own sort of say I'm an Igbo. No. It's got to do with other issues. But I don't want to go into that. But for the fact that Yoruba people say, Chief Moturi, brother Mikono, send a write-up, gave me some chief, we come and get involved with Nnamdi Kanu because he's a criminal. What do I mean by that? Mo bewa, Olushoga Eniola Matthew, mo cite pẹ̀lú file and your thumbs up. Ìyàwó àtọmọ ń kọ́ńbẹ̀. Adẹ̀kú ìnáwó ọjọ́. So mo bewa mo rọ̀ wá. When it comes to Nnamdi Kanu issue, Chief is speaking as a humanitarian person. Injustice to one is injustice to all. Well, yes, I mean, Igbo have the, if they have the opportunity, they'll take everything from us. But awala nigba. Koiki, we didn't see you in Igbowo. What happened? I was in Igbowo. And you Koikimedia ni. Mr. Adeyemi, Olayami, good morning. You want to see me physically? No. Some of us are working behind the scene. We travel because things are much, much better from what we did 2 years ago. Let me leave it like that. Not everything can be revealed on a social media. Joe Biden doesn't give me his own security details when he travels. So don't expect to get my security details when I travel. It's just like that. If I look any longest time, now, busy. So one thing is again play again kan ti ìyáwá sọ pé ìyáwá Tunashe Olota _Ojel UK1. All I care about is our nation, Yoruba nation. I am not concerned about the Igbos going on now because we Yoruba need to be careful and remember how they betrayed Yoruba during the time of Awolowo. Yes, we have to be very careful with them. We have to be very careful with them. I am not going to say that we shouldn't be careful with them, but they want to go. Let them go so that we can even be more careful with them. Don't you think so? So that we can even be very, very careful with them. Just like the British are careful with me in this country. They're very careful with me. Do you know why? They took my fingerprint. My fingerprint is with the government. Not that because I'm a criminal. It's because I said I want to live in this country. Benny. Babaláwo máa ń busy ni ẹ mọye oògùn tẹ́ máa pa lójoojúmọ́ ẹ máa pa ẹran pa dis káwọn èèyàn máa dífá ni náà bá ti dífá gbọ́dọ̀ paràn Odùduwà dẹ̀ máa gbà kankan àwọn náà máa ṣe ifá òkú díẹ̀ àlọ́ máa kọ́ ifá. So mo bẹ̀ wá mo rọ̀ wá èmi ò jókòó sí bíbẹ̀ láti wá defender kí ni kàn ń gbẹ́ làwọn ọmọ Ìgbò wọn náà àwọn fẹ́ lọ ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ. When I came to this country I said I'm not going back and they said you are not going back. Okay. Why are you not going back? I gave them the reason. 24 years, I am still here. But it took 15 years for the immigration. You cannot send the Igbo people out of Yoruba land now because they are part of Nigeria. But when we have our independent Yoruba nation, there are some rules and regulations that we can put to favor the Yoruba people. Are you okay? What do you want to eat? Cereal. No bread this morning. Cereal. When we have Yoruba country, grandma, mommy mi. Àwọn òfin kan wà tó máa favour àwa ju àwọn lọ. Fact ni, we can say that, there's nothing wrong in that. We think Yoruba first, not àwọn 419 tán náà think Yoruba first, tán sọ̀rọ̀ sólóyè, àwọn tí wọ́n ẹlẹ́pọ̀n blue. Mr. Taiwo Baálẹ̀, wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki, ẹ kú àlejò bàbá wa Ìgbòho bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Bàbá mi Lukman Ọláìdé, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. So mo bẹ̀ wá, ṣe rí lórí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbò yẹn, right? We will deal with them if they want to deal with us. By the time you cannot deal with them right now. The only thing our governors can do is just to they will be playing politics. But when we have our country, we will put a constitution that favor us against any other indigenous people. Just like the British say that before you get their passport, you must swear allegiance. Swear allegiance. Those that have British passport that are not born here, passport for me. You are swearing allegiance to this country that you will favor this country first before Nigeria. That is what you've done, even though some of you still have your Nigerian passport. You will defend this country. So when we say that we have Yoruba nation, we will protect our interest against Hausa and the Igbos. The Igbos want to take our land, okay. What about the foreigners that are taking and milking away our resources? Do you know how much wealth Abacha took out of Nigeria? Do you know how much wealth even MK Abiola took out of Nigeria? Do you know how much wealth that they are still taking out of Nigeria as we speak today? Okay, those that own the oil, the Niger Delta owns the oil, yet they cannot even have 3 square meal. That for me is a fraud. That is what Ken Saro-Wiwa was fighting for. This marriage has become a pain in the ass. Sorry for that language. And I have to stand up now and prepare food for my children. But I have to find something to give you so that we can. Hey, Mokia Sadiq. So Mobewa, nobody is sitting here to defend the Igbos. But they want to go, let them go. Let's go, Mokia. This union is no longer working. Buhari funded Dangote. Buhari funded BUA. Just like Babangida funded Glo, from what we heard. Or Obasanjo funded Glo. All this is just caricature. Everybody just come in and chop their own. Tinubu must chop his own. And I beg him to chop as much as he can. But after Tinubu, the next government comes in, na caricature. So I have to stand up now because I have to look after my children. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. So let's see what we can play. But the problem is, Taba play but there's nothing I can do. It might be no you can't igbo. What do you want, cereal? What do you want? Okay.
Me too, Dad.
All right. You want butter and jam?
Which one? The logo that says butter and jam.
Do you want butter? Okay.
And jam.
You want jam?
What?
So I just can't complain, because all the phones are busy. Good morning, Sharp Boy. You are watching from Syria. How's Syria this morning? Thank you so much for joining. So the Igbos can never be trusted, just that they cannot trust us as well. But on where they say they want to go, let us push it so that they can go. Let them go. Let them go back and go and sort themselves out. But you cannot say some of them will not live with us. I live with the British people for the last 24 years. A BFA Yoruba country that only us will be living inside. I don't think that is going to work. Oh. You cannot have a Yoruba country where the reason why I love this country is because law works for everybody. You respect the law, and the law will respect you. We have Yoruba criminals here. We have Igbo criminals. We have other that are criminal, Pakistan, India. I talked about a man that works at the British Airways in the airport, and he was able to take £3 million. You know what he does? When you want to travel out of this country without a visa, he stamps you out. That was costing him, that will cost you £25,000. Oh, this is Indian, you see. So there are criminal element among every indigenous people. Moke, a big Sam favor. I got to stand up now, Mabino. So let's play something. And tell Lori Facebook, Eliman Bodile. I think we should just go and listen to Janet Arabani. Oloyegbowo is our Araba. This music was about 2 years ago, and then let us enjoy it together. And I give all the the credit of this music to Janet Arabani. She created this music during the heat of time of when the protest, the rally, the campaign started. So I'm going to stand up. You'll be seeing Igbowo behind me. You don't see Igboho. Well, I saw Igboho yesterday. Yes, he's present in London, but he's not meeting with anybody. It's a private visit with his family, and we must respect that. Enjoy this. Enter our lórí Facebook Koikimedia. Ó ṣeéṣe kí ẹ lè má gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀, but let's just give me. I'll be back on my seat before 8 minutes. I'm just behind the curtain there.
Yoruba ẹ̀rọ̀nù kẹ́lọ́ fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Ọ̀sán ló pọ̀ tán ìwàgà. Kò máa gbúdọ̀ wò. Ọba ní ibùdó owó láwùjọ.
ẹ wo bí orin yẹn ṣe ń lọ. That music still rhyme with the present problem. Mr. Yawani, I am just thinking of them not fighting us when it comes to grabbing our land. No, we will fight them back. Simon Ekpa does that. If the Igbos try to grab our land in the future, we will fight them with everything that we have. Nobody will take our land from us. I can assure us that. Nobody. Not the Lebanese. But we are giving room to the Lebanese today because Tinubu is giving them opportunity. Gbogbo Eko Atlantic. We don't know the tenure of what agreement they are giving them. Davido is buying the property there. America is buying the property there. But they are giving it to the Lebanese. Nobody is talking about that. As I speak to us today, right now, Eko Atlantic, all those areas is being sold to the Lebanese. They are much happy that Tinubu is there. This is not the Igbo buying that. We know that the Igbos have bought their own as well. So our land is already being sold anyway. Because we don't know how many year tenure they've given them. Nobody buy land off price. Need Dubai. The temple, can you slow that thing, please? Can you tell your brother to stay his own? The United Arab Emirates, the temple to build. I'll show the temple for those of us that are here. I think I have the image here. I think so. Oh, don't worry, the other laptop me lower. The temple the temple that was built in United Arab Emirates. They don't own the land. They've just built on it for probably maybe 100 years. We don't know what Obasanjo have sold away from Nigeria. We don't even know what Tinubu is going to sell. So the more we are in Nigeria, the more the politicians are selling our land off to other European countries. How can China be buying land? So I pity people that come and say, "Ọ̀rọ̀ Igbo nìkan lẹ ń fojú sí." Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ ṣe tíì mi kí tíì yẹn ti rẹ́dí tàn mọ́ bọ̀.
ṣe àsìkò tí tó ilé tó lọ òmìnira làfẹ́ o. Ó ṣe àsìkò tí tó ilé tó lọ òmìnira làfẹ́ o. Ó ṣe
ẹ wo
àsìkò tí tó.
ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin kan ní gbọ́ orin yẹn bó ṣe ń play látẹ̀ǹkan. Ẹ wo orin yẹn bó ṣe lọ. Ṣé àsìkò tí tó nígbà wo lásìkò fó tó? So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àwa tí a máa ń sọ pé wọ́n ń gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, ìjà mọ́ ilẹ̀ tí Ọbásanjọ́ ti tà fáwọn ẹ̀yà míì tó ń ṣe àwọn Ìgbò, ìjà mọ́ ilẹ̀ tí Jonathan ti tà. Nobody knows. Even our resources ní Ọ̀ṣun, ní Ondo, ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, they keep selling it. Wọ́n ta ni bọ́ǹbù ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìbàdàn, ní Bódìjà. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mò yé nísìn, so mò ń bọ̀ padà fún mi ní few seconds. So kí ètò important ni pé it is time to exit and everybody go their separate ways so that we can protect the land. Nígbà tí ṣe tí ni o, ẹ̀yin náà lọ ṣe tí ni, nígbà tí mo tí, ẹ̀rọ ṣe tí tí ni. Ìtàfin jógẹ̀ ní bíbá yìí. So ẹ̀yin tí ẹ mọ bó ṣe ń lọ, we are already in a perpetual mess with the current state of things in Nigeria. And the longer we stay in Nigeria, the more we are in problem. And like they say, I don't want problem, but there's problem in Nigeria. And that problem will continue to exist because of the fraudulent politicians that kept us in this perpetual mess. But when we all come together, it will be very easy, for us to stop it. But ready, because of the small peanut and Jennifer. I found money breakfast. I hope you are doing the same thing in Nigeria. We are still live and in a Saturday. Koiki, nobody is going to take our land. I own land and house in the US, and I am a dual citizen of Nigeria and the US. I don't own the country, but I am a good citizen. I own a land property and home. I don't claim. I own the country. I brought all these investment properties for my children and grandchildren. So nobody can take our land. The Igbos can never take our land. Mr. Patrick Amadi said, the time have come for all the freedom fighters to unite and voice out in one accord. But the problem is, that is not going to happen. Good morning, Koiki. So sorry not knowing you are on air. We'll call you later. Okay, that's fine. Mr. Adeyanju takes away my regard to CSI. I will do that. Good morning. Thank you so much. Good morning to everyone that is joining us. Ola King, thank you so much. Iyawa Abeniade Muki, Joke, Bast rhymed. Good morning. What they've done, even in the Biafra movement, they've been infiltrated. They don't like each other. Those that doesn't want Simon Ekpa are the people known as DOS. They believe that they are the one, no volume. No, there is volume. Mr. Akani, Oluomo, there is volume. You need to either restart your phone or come out of the broadcast and come back in. But you have to bear with me. I'm operating from home, so there's some few noise at the background that I cannot control. Very hot. What they've done, Patrick, if all the freedom fighters come together, but we can't, even in our own Yoruba movement, it's been split. We have Dupo Onitiri with Ijile and the rest of them that believe that they've declared a country 2022. And that country is already existing. But the only problem is they don't have a government. Even Biafra that have de facto government, which is a government in exile, they have not even come out to okay, Dupont Itiri says she has a government declared. She has declared a country. But the difference is she doesn't have the government in operation. Does that make sense? It makes sense. I don't think it makes sense. She has declared a Yoruba country. This program will end just under 2 hours. We've done 1 hour, 31 minutes. I can still come back out again later because I have to go and do some other things. So she has declared a country, according to Duke Bonitiri, one of those that we thought she was with us until she started giving us, oh, this, that. Some of our people are still listening to me right now. They're using fake account because they don't want me to recognize them anymore. But she has declared a country. Ìgbà wo ló náà declare now? She 2022. Òmìnira 2022. She declared Yoruba Nation 2022. Àti wà ní 2023, 2024. 2 years down the line, they don't have a government yet. Can you slow that thing, please? Thank you. I'll soon complete my own program here. Mr. Tunde Gbadebo, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò dádì wa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tí owó tí àwọn ọmọ yín ní kẹ́ fi jẹun nílé, ẹ tún fi ra data láti fi gbọ́ wa, ẹ fi mọ̀ tó ń lọ. I still want to stick to Dukbonitiri a little bit. Some say, Koiki, am I sorry nípa woman? I don't understand you. Why are you wasting your time? I have to, because we have to keep clearing the air that she's wasting her time, which she knows, but she's also wasting the time of those, not because we want those people to come back or not, because not everybody that we are campaigning to Yoruba Nation accept it. Even the APC followers are not accepting it because they still think that Tinubu is there, they can build their house, buy a car, marry another wife, have some girlfriends, just like I was told that MC Oluomo doesn't control Lagos anymore. Or the Lagos Lower. I think MC Oluomo is going to Abuja now. But in the nutshell, how can you come out and say to intelligent Yoruba people, and some Yoruba people accept that, I have declared a Yoruba country on your behalf or on our behalf, and then we don't have a government in place. All I can say is I see Seyi Tinubu operating in Oyo State. I see Sanwo-Olu and Jagaba was in Lagos State to launch the red line or whatever they were launching. I see our governor, Dapo Abiodun, is still working. Even people are complaining. Dapo Abiodun, ẹ ṣe Sango, ẹ lọ ń jókòó pẹ̀lú Sanwo-Olu, ẹ connect the train tiwa náà. I read a lot of comments on the page. I see Babawa Nekiti, the governor, is doing very well. You know, when they're doing very well, we say they're doing very well. Even some of my uncles say, Koiki, leave them, they're doing their job. Stop telling them they are doing very well. Because Mommy come out with me after the prayer, Koiki, they are doing very well. That is their job. I see the one in Osun State, that one danced too much. I don't know the time he has for governance. Every time I see him in Lagos, in party, Adeleke, sometimes I don't know whether he's a governor. I don't know whether he's a governor. How will you have development when your governor spend half of his weekend in Lagos State celebrating birthday parties and all that shit? But it's okay for people in Osun State. Talutu Wanibe, Abdul Fattah in Kwara, the new governor in Kogi is fighting with Yaya Bello. Then Aketi died along the line. Talutu Wanibe, state Wanimuti Daruko again. Ondo State. The governor. So now, government. So what do you do with all these governors? I'm lost now. You have declared the Yoruba nation. Okay, agreed. Nobody's fighting you on that. Heritage of Fumini copy, Yoruba nation, self-determination. People have been asking about heritage. He's doing very well. Egbonwashiwa in the movement, but he's busy behind the scene. He's doing some other things. Mr. Bamidele Aliuni, the worst person in this world is Ijile. Let someone to fool him. Well, he's fooling himself because Ijile knows that he cannot take Ekiti State. State will look Ijile tiwa Ondo State, right? As of when Ijile pe kokoko lo bere adele ni Ondo State. So, okay, so what's going to happen? you're going to tell the governors to vacate the office, and the Yoruba representative will go in there and they will start the operation of the Yoruba government. I don't know. It's a good time to be alive. Joseph, I want a Yoruba nation, but how can this happen when Yoruba are still acting cowardly by accepting people like MC Oluomo and Tinubu? You cannot blame them. It has always been like that until Yoruba Nation campaign started. Please, Koiki, we needed more volume in the MixLR. Stone Peter. Emma Binu, you know, Emma came, and the volume is all the way through. I have to get a proper mic. I have to buy another mic. Emma Binu Ejo, Emma Binu. Emma Binu Stone Cold. Ogumala says, smiles, Koiki, White Lion. I don't think you travel to Nigeria for the burial. Well, that's what you think. People will be thinking. I kept you thinking. But the future, you will see whether I was there or not. So Dukboni Tiri says, I have declared Yoruba Nation, and very soon I will be bringing Adele. What does Adele mean? An interim government to represent even those of us that disagree with her. Mr. Adeni Akin, good morning. She says, I'm bringing Adele, and that Adele, is it for those that are on the social media? Can somebody help me out there? Alan Kondi Tibinuton Laro, only Tiridupe, she's claiming Lagos State and let her start Adele. No, she doesn't want to start Adele in Lagos. She wants to start it from Ibadan or your state. Mr. DB, hello, cool. When you want to think about your mobile nation step by step. Emma Binu Stone Cold for the volume in the MixLR. We're going to invest a little bit, and I'm not using the other machine this morning, but we're going to invest in the mic so that we can have a better mic. Stone Cold Sokwe, Koiki, please just leave Dukboni Tiri. She's just a distraction to this race. But whether they like it or not, Igbowo ni Ọlọ́run fi ràn. But Dúpẹ́ náà sọ pé Ọlọ́run fi wọ̀n òun náà. Ó ní Ọlọ́run gbélé òun lọ́wọ́, àwa la tẹ̀lé òun. So let's look at it this way. All right, they're going to start an interim government. Okay. Is that interim government for every Yoruba people or a particular section of Yoruba people? Because the Yoruba country that I'm asking for is for everybody, regardless of whatever they believe in today. Because I am convincing them that what they believe in today is a failure. Because Tinubu is a failure already. He cannot fix Nigeria. And even if he fixed Nigeria, Nigeria will still be destroyed by the northerners. So, Dukwa Onitiri coming out, well, she doesn't come out. She put something behind her face, or she released audio. The government in exile president, even Simon Ekpa, that is doing very well, comes out boldly and tell the world what they are doing. But rather, Dukwa Onitiri sent audio to Ijile, and they put that audio on the YouTube channel. Channels Television doesn't know about it. TVC doesn't know about it. Well, the Western media doesn't know about it anyway. But even the local media in Nigeria doesn't know what they're talking about. Because if you go to a radio station in Nigeria, I don't think they know that there's Dupe Onitiri bringing Adele to Nigeria. OLAKUNLE Kabos Orieto. So I think I want to follow Dupe Onitiri. Most of you are living in a different world entirely. You're welcome, OLAKUNLE Kutokwe. Mukiyawa Ifagbemeleke. Yawa Eunice Adeleye, good morning, White Lion. Eko Alejo, Beni, Oloye, Ano. And like I said again and again, free to think, thank you so much. Please, nobody should call me and say, Aferi Oloye. It's a private visit, and it's a private visit with his family, and that is all I can tell us. He will not be meeting with anybody at this particular time. But the official one, there will be meet and greet, there will be a lot of activities, but that will be announced when the appropriate time comes. So as I'm winding down this program, I might come back again, probably maybe later in the afternoon. Probably maybe in the next few hours, I don't know. But I want to see if I can go on. So let me focus the last 10 minutes on Dukwa Onitiri. I have 20 minutes. I've done 1 hour, 41 minutes. Today is the 2nd of March, 2024. It's exactly 14 minutes past 8 a.m. in London. Dukpo Onitiri says, I will bring Adele to Ibadan and nobody will stop me. I don't know who is stopping her. We are not stopping her. Olakunle shan't stop with Dukpo Onitiri. Stone Cold, are we stopping Dukpo Onitiri? Enter our lorry program. She and stop with Dukpo Onitiri. Joe, my mother was a mathematics and geography teacher at Eko Boys High School in Mushin, Lagos. I am in my 70s, going to I in the 70s to early 80s. I thought we are educated people. For Yorubas, like idiots speak for them. Okay, Amuludun FM. Dukpo Onitiri is only communicating through Ijile. And Ijile thinks that because he speaks and he says he has a Ijile radio. Ijile doesn't have a radio because what is a radio? A radio is when you have a frequency. He has what they call an online portal, which is the same thing I'm using. It's called the Mix LR. But he has been able to deceive people. And it is not new. People have been deceived. Hush Puppy deceived every one of us. Maybe not me, because most of you that saw Hush Puppy is currently in the prison, and he might make a lot of money, hopefully by the time he comes out of prison, because they can document Hush Puppy into Netflix. But for now, Hush Puppy is serving a crime against people that he stole from. Yes, Olakunle, you're right. Ijile has created more MixLR, like MixLR Turkey. Too cool. Say Dukpe is a dreamer. Well, even if you're dreaming to get what you want, I can tell Bugbomo Yoruba pe Dukpe is not going to bring anything out. Oh, mama, lo excuse upon excuse. Koda, ole sọ pé tèmi sọ lé kò ní jẹ́ kó ń gbé Adele jáde. You know that after Igboho went to Nigeria, Dukpe came out and started talking about Aloran Igboho ń ṣe kó fi lé Fúlàní kúrò nígbó. Joe sọ pé Yoruba like suffering and smiling. So Ijile ti ní MixLR US and MixLR Turkey. Ó ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn Ijile. Ijile pam pam. Èèyàn ti Koikimedia. Oh my God. Anjori, no, I'm okay. Mr. Samuel, we have just 15 minutes to the end of the program. Let's stick to Dukpo Onitiri for the last 10 minutes. I'm asking this again. She said that they bombed Ibadan because of her. Dukpe, shine baby. Oloju Maradona, Oloju Maradona. Dukpe. I'm going to end Koikimedia on Instagram before the battery died. You can join us on Koikimedia, OLAYOMI KOIKI, because Mofaya Koko and I want to save it. So anytime on Instagram, the rest of the 10 minutes, join me on OLAYOMI KOIKI or the other platform. Thank you so much. So I have 15 minutes. Dukpe says she created a Yoruba country for us. Okay, no problem. At least it is not for her alone. It is for everybody, including Awamo Yoruba. That believe in Dukpo Onitiri. So she's likely to bring Adele by her. Kinimoso. Dele Momodu and his friend, they are always in Lagos. Did you see that? Governor. Shine Governor, Leleyo. Adeleke and Dele Momodu, they're just enjoying. Enjoy till any time. Yawa Eunice, nobody's stopping her. The coming of Adele is like the coming of Jesus Christ. Oh no, on a serious note, Mr. Kennedy, those of you that believe in Dukpo Onitiri, type out the program, if it's in the comment section. So you think that when Dukpe bring Adele, we are disturbing her? Oh no, you didn't disturb you. She could not mention Chief, but she was talking to Chief. Taloranche, I listened to that. Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And I think tomorrow is must be birthday. Either tomorrow or the 4th. Happy birthday in advance, mass burial. Mr. Femita is like, believe ke. Mr. Bamidele, Dukpe, she's not real Yoruba, but she have done, she will pay for it. Dukpe Onitiri says she has created a Yoruba country, spiritually, physically, on the 2022. And she now says to Yoruba people, through darkness, because nobody see her anymore, she just released audio. She sent that audio to Ijile. Ijile, sit down there. You know. I met him in Turkey. I know his height. Adele since 2022. Kí ló ń kọ́ yín lójú náà? Adele ń bọ̀ náà. Kí ló ń kọ́ yín lójú? Alekondi ni Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí is a Jezebel, a liar. Lai Mohammed. Where's Lai Mohammed now? City boy. Mo kí ẹ kò ń ṣe City boy Tinubu. Ṣèyí Tinubu ló máa ń pè ní City boy. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè ní Dúpẹ́ 2x2. Ọmọ tó parọ́ ju irọ́ lọ, irọ́ la bí. According to the time. Ìyá mi Eunice ní Dúpẹ́ shine baby. Olójú ẹdẹ. Ọlọ́run ló yọrọ àwọn àbáyé. Ó ní kí n send the details mi wá. Mo ti n tó fẹ́ fi ṣe kò sọ fún mi. Ó gbà lọ́wọ́ Ṣọlá kò gbọ́dọ̀ kú náà. I actually sent my real identification. I sent it to her. She said she needed it. I believe we were all on one. Ó dàbí kí bàbá Akíntóyè ní Koiki fún mi ní address àti details ẹ. I'll have to believe him because I believe that we are all one. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that Dupe had a different intention. So as we are ending this program, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà Èkó ètò kí ló pa test lẹ́rìn Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí. Àjàdí ní orí Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí ti burú olórí burúkú ọmọ ẹ ṣe wá ń ṣépè láàárọ̀ ìbáyìí ẹ ti bínú tán báyìí o. Dúpẹ́ ní òun èmi náà kí yín City Boy 235 lórí Instagram. Mojúbà gbogbo ẹ̀yà ayé, mojúbà ẹ̀yà àjẹ́, mojúbà olówó ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká júbà Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí náà. Àfà Fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí olórí ibú ẹ̀dá ènìyàn. Àfà wọ́n mà ní kẹ́yẹ́ máa ṣépè. Ìyẹn ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní fun. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa fi ranjú. Lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan sí nǹkan máa ń béèrè pé yìí máa ranjú lórí program. Smile díẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn ní smile. Kí ló dé tó ń ranjú Koiki? Ìgbà mi tí mo sì wá pè mí bá rí Koikimedia bá rí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ mi. Ayé yìí tó bá sọ pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ tí ilé ọgbà òun lọ̀rọ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí. It is not new. Bàbá mi Sọ́lákẹ́ ni may Allah harm kílẹ̀ tó wá ní kálá harm Dúpẹ́ mercilessly. Too cool ó ti bínú ó ní Dúpẹ́ is a scammer like Abiola scam you. Ẹ tuntun dé o ẹ má yẹ ká sọ̀rọ̀ Abiola o. A kò mọ̀ pé international thief international rogue ó gbọ́wọ́ Samedo kòkó lẹ̀. Babangida ya fọ́ ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹ̀ ìwọ wèrè yìí wọ́n kówó Samedo fún Abiola bá ṣe gbọ́ ni o I don't know bá ṣe gbọ́ ni o. Ìfádáre ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa Mr. Kennedy ni Dúpẹ́ onídọ̀tí Adele under my foot. Dúpẹ́ ó náà máa arrest gbogbo wa o. Wọ́n náà ti kọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ ti yá wèrè. Ìjìnlẹ̀ orí ẹ̀ ò pé bomb bastard. Ẹ̀ ń kọ́rúkọ gbogbo wa sílẹ̀ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ fi gba country fún gbogbo wa. So àní ní right nínú country tẹ́ gbà. Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ti bínú ó ní Koiki mo gbọ́dọ̀ fún ẹ ní £3 láàárọ̀ yìí. Àtẹ ìbèrè owó àwọn back up to me ọ̀tẹ̀ ban post àtẹ ìgbowó láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ̀yin kan tẹ̀ ní Koiki gba owó àlejò. Gba owó àlejò léyè ká fún ẹ lówó kó fún mi lówó láàárọ̀ yìí kí ló dé? Fún mi lówó. Ìyá mi Grace kí lẹ̀ ń sọ? No Adele ìyá wa Grace wọ́n máa arrest yín o Dúpẹ́ náà máa arrest gbogbo wa. Ó náà máa pọ̀ gbogbo wa sínú prison. Ọmọ ilé ayé tá à ń gbé ní sí ilé ayé tó sweet ni. Ìjìnlẹ̀ dẹ̀ jókòó sórí program á dẹ̀ máa sọ rubbish yẹn jáde lẹ́nu. Àwọn kọrúkọ gbogbo wa sílẹ̀ àwọn máa arrest wa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fab ẹ̀yin tún dé nìyẹn. MKO has sacrificed his life for us no matter what. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ máa ka ẹja àfẹ̀rọ̀ Abiola sílẹ̀. Àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan dẹ̀ ti pè mí Koiki mo like ẹ̀ gan bọ̀ tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Dúpẹ́ mo bẹ̀ má máa sọ̀rọ̀ Abiola. Abiola ó ti fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Àdẹ̀bẹ́ kí irú àwa náà ká fẹ̀mí wa sílẹ̀ torí à ń ṣe Yorùbá ni. Ìbádùrà tẹ́ ń gbà ní pé Koiki Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ó fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún Yorùbá nation. Àjọ máa jẹ́ àjọ máa mú ni. Ó kù 10 minutes orí ọ̀rọ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí mo fẹ́ dúró lé lórí ọmọ àlè. Ìjìnlẹ̀ dẹ̀ jókòó sórí program á dẹ̀ máa ní wọ́n máa arrest gbogbo wa. Ebi wọ́n lọ́wọ́ arrest ní Turkey. A dẹ̀ dífá fún ẹ a ṣe tọmọ Yorùbá fún ẹ ó lè tó cost mi gbogbo ẹni mo lè fi sọ. Mo dẹ̀ sì ní rẹ́kọ̀dì ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Mo pe babaláwo kọ́ dífá fún Ìjìnlẹ̀ nígbà tó mu. Bọ̀yìn tó sọ fún mi kò ṣe fún public consumption. mo dẹ̀ sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ dẹ̀ send àwọn nǹkan tí mo request ó send ẹ̀ mo bá ìyàwó ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù but a sọ̀rọ̀ through chat yẹn dáwọ́ ó wà lọ́wọ́ mi náà so kí ló wá ń sọ jágbajàgba lọ dífá kó bèrè bí adúpọ̀ onítìrì gbé òótọ́ dání bomb bastard ìjìnlẹ̀ náà máa arrest gbogbo wa máa kó wa sínú prison èwo ń bẹ̀ ṣé prison Turkey àbí prison UK gan tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ náà fẹ́ detain mi fún nǹkan tí mo gbé dání. What are you saying? Speak in English.
No, the past.
I don't know it. You need to ask your mom. Okay, and I'm almost finishing my program. Don't come into the broadcast. Eleni, speak in English. I've been speaking in English. I'm speaking in Yoruba now. If you don't understand Yoruba, I'm sorry. Tell somebody to narrate to you. I beg. English is not our language. Ijile is a 419. Dupe is a barawo. Bashir Mustapha Mugu Dupe Onitiri. Imbo ni ba wọn yẹn wà náà. Ṣé àwọn kò ti kúrò lórí platform? Bashir Mustapha imbo ló wà. Àwọn yẹn dẹ̀ ń gbé ní London. Kò ever wá sí rally rí, but he was a very loyal on this platform. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní Bashir Mustapha. All of a sudden, ìgbà tí mo ṣe Dupe Onitiri mọ́, ó kúrò lórí platform mi. He normally use my picture and Igboho. He stopped using that. I think he's still on Twitter. Oma Walabe to buy anything. They're all using fake account. Kingsley Obodoni, Igbos and Yorubas are great people. Yeah, we're great people, but we have our own internal problem through Awolowo and Zik and all those issues. But right now, let us go on our own different ways. That is not English. Yeah, definitely now Yoruba they speak now. Afa, ó sì wà pẹ̀lú àwọn Dúpẹ́. Okay, ó sì wà pẹ̀lú àwọn Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì. I pity somebody like Bashir Mustapha and some of our mothers that are with Dupe Onitiri. Tó bá wọn ìjìnlẹ̀ kó jókòó 11 hours lórí program. Èmi náà lè ṣe 12 hours. But the month máa sọ for 12 hours. But ìyẹn kọ́ ló máa fún wa ní Yoruba nation. So Dupe náà máa arrest gbogbo wa. Yeah, Mr. Wale Ali has left. But you see, Mr. Wale Ali is a criminal. He has run away after he threatened CSI. Wale Ali kan ni ó mọ̀ pé Igboho ń bọ̀ nílé. Ẹ ṣe máa sọ pé Igboho ni Wale. Òòṣà. Irú mọ̀lẹ̀ tó ń la tọ́mtọ́m. Mo sọ fún yín pé ó ti wà mo sọ fún yín nígbà tí mo fún yín ní code yẹn. Mo ní eégún ti wà nínú ìgbàlẹ̀. A ṣe ẹ máa ka private conversation ní gbogbo tí mo bọ́ lóye sọ lánàá. It's not for public consumption. Òòṣà fún rẹ̀. Irú mọ̀lẹ̀ tó ń jẹ táìtáì. Mo gbọ́ tí Wale Ali ní DSS máa mú gbogbo wa. Yeah, DSS wanted to arrest us, but àwọn náà mọ̀ pé ta kó dání sọ́wọ́. Àwọn fi gbẹnu sọ̀rọ̀. Ọmọ Yorùbá. Mú àtìmọ́dé ní káwọn èèyàn lọ dira. Àwọn nǹkan pè mí lórí fídíò call pé Mr. Koiki oníkà èmi ò ní ìdèyàn púpọ̀. Just 20 people tó dira dáadáa. Wọ́n máa lead the front. Olóyè ń bọ̀ nílé tí mo ti sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé lọ dira. Ọ dira ti Yorùbá dáadáa. Mo kẹ́yìn òfìkì. Àwọn abúlé tó sì dúró dáadáa nìyẹn. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa ní Ọ̀dẹ́dá local government. Àwọn bàbá yẹn dúró dáadáa. Kingsley Obodo mo kí ẹ. Mo kí Simon Ekpa. Àjàdí Òsínì ní Dupe Onitiri ẹni tí kò ní òtítọ́ lẹ́nu. Ẹ má sọ yẹn. Dupe náà ń gbé triple DRS ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Wàhálà ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tí mo rà 6 mo máa ti jẹ. Báwo èlò lọ́gẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín náà? We're almost ending this program. I got 5 minutes. Dupe no ma arrest gbogbo wa. Ṣọlẹ́kẹ̀ Sunday ni Mr. Koiki. You and I know that nothing is in Turkey. Ìjìnlẹ̀ máa ń gbé ní Turkey. Oúnjẹ ayé ní Turkey. Ayé ọlọ́ba. The only thing Ìjìnlẹ̀ is doing out there is 419. I'm an evidence. Ẹ máa ká kó bá Jídẹ̀. But ó lọ sí prison. Ó dẹ̀ láwa Yorùbá nation la ní kó lọ sí prison. Èmi ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí but mo mọ̀ tí Ifá sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Ìjìnlẹ̀. Ntí Ifá sọ fún mi o. Nígbà ó dẹ̀ fún wa ní go ahead. Ó fún mi ní consent ẹ̀ pé ká dífá yẹn. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá. But I'm not here to pull him down. Mo mọ̀ tí Ifá sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ case Ìjìnlẹ̀ but it's not for public. It's a classified information. Koiki ló dúró. Mo ní mi ni last man standing. Ṣèbẹ́ náà ń dífá lórí èmi náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń dífá èmi náà ń dífá lórí ẹ̀yin náà. One bastard. Ó parọ́ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ó ní ó máa arrest gbogbo àtẹ̀bá gbàdé lédè. Arrest mi now. Ìbí adé lọ sí court. Ta ló máa defend mi ní court tí Dúpẹ́ Adélé ní adé tí Dúpẹ́ bá ti gbàdé lédè. I need a lawyer. I'm not joking. No. Dúpẹ́ is going to take me to court when interim government starts. Bishop Adesina kí lẹ sọ? What do we do to Dupe that he wants to arrest Yoruba people? Only I believe in Yoruba nation tó ń gbé wá òmìnira 2022 and he's going to arrest every one of us. Dupe no ma arrest gbogbo wa. Joe ni, if not because of the feelings for the family in Nigeria, Nigeria is not worth thinking about. But we have family there. I have family there. Dupe, before I go, says he was going to arrest every one of us. So me, I need a lawyer. Who is a lawyer on the platform? Hey, Joe, I need a lawyer. Am I a lawyer? I just go to prison. If you need a lawyer, lawyer. I need a lawyer to defend me. Baba, we are far for showing Dani. Agbadele báwo Mr. Koiki. Dupe soni. Ó náà gbadele bọ̀ n'Íbàdàn. No, ó ní ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ believe o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Dípò Dare. Ó máa arrest yín o. Hey, ó máa arrest. Dupe máa arrest yín o. Dupe Onítìrí máa arrest yín o. I cannot defend everybody. I need a lawyer. Olakunle, ṣó ní lawyer. Ẹ bá wa máa pè pẹ̀lú mi Ọlájẹ́ngbẹ́sì. Ìjìnlẹ̀ tí ń sínwín, ò sínwín èèyàn. Do you know how many Yoruba groups and organization is operating in Yoruba land? I'm sure there are more than 80. Some people don't know what she looks like on the platform. You don't need to know what she looks like. Hey, phone me. Anyway, let's go now. Thank you so much because battery I appreciate. So I'm going to get a lawyer to defend me from Dupe Onítìrí. I don't know about any one of you because she says she's going to arrest every one of us. She's going to put us in the prison because we refuse to support her. Moki Alhaji Bashiru, Moki on GR1. Backup team. Sorry about for candidate sita. I want your family láàárọ̀ yìí. Àròwó gbà láàárọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Adema ama top up iná. Ama ṣe gas. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ kúkú ń bọ́ mi. Èmi ò kúkú lẹ́yìn tó ń bọ́ mi. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń bọ́ mi. So ẹ fún wa ní náírà. Lánàá nísìn. Àtún send kò yẹ kí máa send owó sínú account mi níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ó jẹ́ kí máa ní náírà ni tí máa fi operate. Adeleko Adala Dupe ó máa arrest yín too cool. Gbogbo comment ló ń kà o. Wọ́n náà máa arrest gbogbo wa o. Anyway, Olayomi Koiki ni mò ń jẹ́. Maybe another few hours. Táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá ti wọn lọ, màá tún padà wá. Àtúnjọ ṣèfẹ̀ àṣẹfẹ̀ díẹ̀. Hey, Grace ni ìyá mi Olúṣọ́ ni. Exactly, you are right o. Let Dupe Onídọ̀tí, Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus, Ogunjimi and Jimmy Biodun aka Black Goat arrest everyone not following them. They are insane, not normal. They are all mad. Mad people all over the place. Anyway, èmi need a lawyer. Èmi ní lawyer to ma defend me from Adele Dupe Onítìrí. Joseph K ni half of the nation will be in prison. Very prison yẹn máa tóbi gan nìyẹn o. Àwa àti Olóyè Ìgbòho àti Bàbá Akíntóyè ọmọ àkọ́kọ́ kọ́ àwa náà. Ẹ̀yin tó kù ọkọ̀ máa ṣàyìn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni. Very funny people. Let me end the broadcast and appreciate everyone this morning. I know, especially in time we were lately, Omanika appreciating that it is not easy to sit around and watch a lot of our program data-wise. I want to share on Yami kan pé Koiki mo lè jókòó 12 hours. Mo ti lọ ṣe 12 hours ní ibi iṣẹ́. But like we always say to you, cut some of your videos. My team will be doing that. Some of the section can come and slice it. Wàá gbé síta bí 2-3 minutes. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Olóyè ni máa kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Officially, when it comes to London, I'll lọ fi ijó àti ìlù pàdé when it comes fully. But for now, please do not reach out to me. Pẹ̀fẹ́rí Olóyè Ìgbòho. Olóyè is here with his family on a private visit. Nothing more than that. You will not see him because it's a private visit and he needs his privacy. Gani Oloyede, thank you so much. Mokenta Walori Mixela. Ogunmola Abiodun, the last comment. Onítìrí is government agent and most people that are watching are paid freelancer. Bunch of idiots. Hey, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. My name is OLAYOMI Koiki. A shout out now. Moki Bugwalen Konsio. Oduagbewa Konigbe Odale. Yoruba nation, no going back. Thank you so much. Bye for now.